But we'll see how it goes. Let me start YouTube though. Hi YouTube. Now we wait for YouTube to roll in. Let me bring up Balatro, everyone's favorite. Speaking of card captors, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be capturing cards and putting them in my Joker lineup tonight. I'll take my +2s now. Wait, where's Balatro? Balatro just crashed? Balatro loaded then crashed? This is not a good sign. Not a good sign. Did I crash? Is the stream dead? Can you guys hear me? Hello? What is going on? Am I still here? Lots of lag. It did get all framey. What the hell, man? I think we need to close mix it up. Close mix it up. Let's close a couple things real quick. Oh, I got like 6 windows open and got my own stream up apparently. Watch, I probably have like Raffle stream up. I probably have Mouth stream up somewhere. Got all these windows open. No wonder. You'd think that memory grew on trees the way that I'm utilizing it. The Jimbo army's back for you? We're not done? What does that mean? Alright, Edsy. Let's get cracking. Let me switch profiles. I'm just gonna load my unlock profile. I'll go ahead and start the voice chat. If Discord will let me.
Hello, hello.
Hey, what's up, dude?
What is up?
Well, let me turn you up real quick. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Chat, can you hear him? Say something real quick. I need to test out
Me?
the... Yeah.
Test.
All right, that should be good. All right, I'm going to try screen sharing. Oh my God, like everything on Discord is like moving 2 frames a second. What is going on?
I've never tried Discord streaming while normal streaming, so...
Yeah,
sounds like
this might be a little choppy, but we'll see. If need be, I'll just take down YouTube.
Oh yeah.
How's this look on your end?
Looks good. Yeah, it
Not
looks
choppy?
smooth actually.
It looks
Not
smooth?
choppy
Okay,
at all.
cool. Remember yesterday we had 3 days to prepare for us? What does that mean? Also, I don't like jokes like that. So please don't. Yo, what up, GigX? What's going on, bud? All right, Edsy. So let me show you my actual profile.
Your completionist plus progress?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
What I've actually done here. So I got red deck down.
Easy.
I haven't done much of blue. Yellow's good.
Nice.
No green.
Green.
I
Black
like my
deck
interest
gold?
too much.
Ooh, we like to see that.
Yeah, black deck was one of the first ones I gold staked. I don't know why everybody says it was hard, but for me, I don't know. Maybe I'm just built different, but
That's true. Probably true.
I haven't done much of Magic. I'm working my way through Nebula. Nebula I've had a pretty easy time with. Mostly just because the planets. Obviously Ghost deck, my favorite. That's gold staked. Mostly through Abandon. Mostly through Checkered. Done with Zodiac. Done with Painted. Haven't done any anaglyph.
Okay.
I've played so much plasma, I just don't want to play any more plasma. And
I
then
can't
like
help you
halfway
with
through
plasma,
erratic.
to be honest, but
So not bad progress. We're
yeah.
what's the stats looking like? We're 65% of the way there. So not too shabby.
Makes sense.
No real challenges though. So what I would like to do today is however much information you can inject into my brain about how to get more consistent with gold stakes, that's what I want.
All right.
So what deck would you suggest we...
I mean, the standards are like red, blue, yellow. For me personally, I do like Ghost as well.
I'm a big Ghost fan.
And
for
then
sure.
Erratic, but I think Erratic is kind of like a non-standard deck.
I feel like Ghost is as well, just because the Spectrals show up so much easier in the shop.
I guess that's true, but it feels like it's like for Ghost deck, it kind of follows a very similar format or like game plan as red, blue, yellow to me.
Oh,
it's just
there's
like
no
a little
deck
bit different.
gimmicks?
Yeah, it's just a little
Okay.
bit different. You get the Hex, which is your early power boost, and then like usually like when Spectrals start, like when they show up in a shop, it's not like such a huge gimmick that it like completely changes your
True.
run. It's just like, oh, a nice bonus.
That's fair. Okay, well let's start with this then. Everything still looks smooth on your end?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Chat, YouTube, Twitch, are we all good? Everything looks all right? I'm assuming they all said yes at the exact same time.
Surely they said yes.
So I think we've talked about this in your chat. Is you're more likely to just use Hex on whatever for the most part if you get like an okay Joker, just because the 1.5x is better than whatever value I get from selling it, right?
Yes. Just the extra bonus is what like you need to secure at least the early game as much as possible, and then like through good play and also maybe some lucky spectral cards finish up the that's how you shore up the anti-8 win. That's how
So
I kinda
even
look
if
at
you
it.
see like an even Steven or a rough gem, like say like I just get even Steven here, I open the buffoon pack and it's just more perishable rentals, you're still throwing the Hex on there just for the meantime?
No. So in this case, if it was a perishable rental even Stevens, I would just hold on to it until I can find something better.
Gotcha.
So in this case, it's actually like a really interesting decision. You can choose to go Econ with Rough Gem, which would be hexed.
Yeah,
you
that's an
could-
easy Hex.
Or you could gamble on the Buffoon pack. And I don't think I would, because Rough Gem is like an okay Econ Joker, but I wouldn't like rate it in the top tier.
Yeah,
So it's
most
actually
I make
kinda
$5
like,
a round.
yeah, it's
Well-
kind of like up to you,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But I think me personally, I would take the Rough Gem because a flush will get you past like the big blind,
Yeah.
and then
Especially
the
with it
money
being
will
hexed.
get you. Hopefully, we get a play a flush of diamonds, right? So
Yeah.
the money will allow you to purchase another Joker.
Well, let's roll with that. I'm gonna Hex it too.
Yeah, and you hex it allows you to play. So what would score 300 on the last blind now will win here as well.
So I have the full house.
So
It's the low end full house, so this wouldn't win, but maybe
This
it probably
wouldn't
would with
win, but it's
yeah.
like pretty good score. You've you haven't drawn many diamonds, so like the diamonds flush is less likely.
Okay.
It's pretty good score, and also it could dig deeper to find more diamonds.
Okay. I like
I don't mind playing it like this.
I like the sound of that. This also makes, well, one, like you said, I got score on the board.
Yeah.
I get my draw anyway, and I still keep my discards to find the diamonds.
Yeah. So
are
now
a lot more
we definitely
likely.
have we played a 5-card hand, so we've scored a good amount, 372 of the 450. Now, honestly, any 2 pair clears, but here we've got 4 diamonds. We can try and look for the 5th.
Ah, bummer.
So let's see.
So
I think
we
pair
still
is
probably...
what? 30 times 3, 90
Yeah.
points. So
we
the
still
pair
get
would
out.
clear. You could try digging a little deeper. We've got what? 5. We've seen 5 diamonds, so there's what? 8 in the deck.
Yeah.
You could use a hand to try and cash out the $5 from the flush, and I actually don't mind that, especially it puts you on another interest bracket.
So basically, just yeet my pair. I'm most likely...
This is like greedy. I feel like it
it's
also
very
could
greedy
get you
because like I'm
punished.
gonna lose
also
money
have-
from my hands.
You also have king, queen, jack. Well, I think it's greedy because you might die, not that you might not like be. I think it's positive expected value.
Well, if I get a pair, I should be okay though, right?
Yeah. So there's the pair option. There's also a 10 out,
Yeah, we got our flush.
and there's
there.
also just finding the diamond. So this was the best case scenario. You get the $5, 6 with the interest. It costs you a hand, but I mean the hand is worth $1, right? So
See, like I'm more inclined to just when I I don't sell the hex before I see the shop. Like it's a very rare case where I'm like I'd rather have this interest going into the shop, but I will most likely see that that first shop where we had the even Steven and this, and I go most likely I'd probably hex the rough gem. If not, I'll look in that pack. If there's nothing in there, buy, sell something, sell my hex, and then just go on to the next one.
I think I almost never sell the hex unless there's So I think actually you should have bought the buffoon pack before you use the temperance.
Okay.
Right, because like it kind of refunds the pack or like what you spent. Like you
True.
could have chosen the Mr. Bones or the buffoon pack. I think buffoon pack's a little stronger.
Just to get more
And
value.
then, yeah, and then temperance.
Okay.
I think it would have gotten you on average another $2 extra.
So what's the thought process behind spending the extra money?
So
as
now
opposed
that we
to
have, well,
just
first of
getting
all,
out of here because I wasn't gonna buy anything.
well, for right now, I would say we are not strong, right? 1.5 mult is not really very good without any flat mult. The
Yeah.
best flat mult we have is what, a 5-card hand, so 4 mult. I want to open up the pack. Maybe it finds us another Econ Joker, which is fine. Or it finds us a flat mult or chip Joker, which will help shore up our early game.
So we got chips. We're already playing flushes, so this would be good.
Yeah. So it's like a perfect scenario here.
Okay.
I guess, I mean, there are more perfect scenarios. You could have found a banana.
It makes us stronger, yeah. Yeah, there definitely could have been better things in there, but like this gets us out. So looking here, we got another full house.
Yeah. So right now, especially because there are no diamonds, I want to take the most reasonable hand. I don't want to play greedy because like if we look for a diamonds flush, like it could be bad. I don't since like we could go for the hearts flush, but what I think is better here is we play the full house. It's a 5-card hand, which means it scores pretty well. You'll need just another 5-card hand of anything. It doesn't clear in one, but then this digs us deeper for more diamonds, which we can get some more money. Maybe we can.
This will probably be like 350 without these scoring.
Yeah, I think
close to what we did before.
So with rough gem, because it's an Econ Joker, we can try and get a little money out of it. Here, I think probably you can maybe keep the pair of 8s and toss everything, but we're definitely keeping the diamonds. You could keep the pair of 8s, you could keep the ace king and like the higher end.
Okay. So you just like having a backup for some more score as opposed to just saying, all right, I'm just gonna
let me see. Actually,
just discard whatever. How many
hearts
to get
did we
diamonds,
play in our
matter.
full house? Right, we played a lot of hearts, so the hearts flush is probably not going to come.
Yeah. So we're like 8 hearts. We got a lot of diamonds still left.
I think I think naturally I would have tended to discarding the 8s in this case.
Because then that'll keep this.
It keeps the higher end. Maybe we also find a like this. I think this is actually perfect.
Yeah. I tend to play into straights a lot more than I should on high stakes, just because I was a doubter for the longest time. Doc brought me around. Well, this was also before like that little bump that Saturn's got.
Okay.
But I was definitely a hater because I was like, it's you could never draw them. It's impossible to draw. But I was also bad at deck fixing. So
Well, I'm proud to say that hopefully after this this co-op session, you'll continue to be a straight hater.
like on high stakes, absolutely. If I'm doing anything under black stake, I don't care. Like it's kind of free. But once I start getting into Eternals and stuff, that's when I'm like, I'm just gonna play pair, 3 of a kind, 2 pair. So like here I got a straight draw.
Yeah.
With the jack showing up, even though it's debuffed.
How's our deck looking? How many 9s and aces?
We got 1 9, so that's mostly
1
unlikely. I did yeet an ace, so that would be our only real out here.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's probably better to just look for the flush.
We could, yeah, maybe we go for either the club flush or also diamonds. What I would do, I think, because like we have a lot of clubs, right? We've tossed away our hearts. I think I would discard it exactly like this.
Yeah, clubs and diamonds are our main 2 right now.
Yeah. I think the straight is unlikely.
Yeah.
We could try tossing it like this. It gives us like full house outs. I mean,
this
there's
gets us
something.
out.
And then, I mean,
we're not going to get the value, but
it might be a little too ambitious to go for flush since we've only gotten 3 and we only have 3 hands left.
Yeah,
we'll just take our win, get $1, get the interest. I think that's when I play gold stake, I don't. This is obviously not right, but it's always a constant tug and pull of how much do I want to greed.
I love greeding. If you want to greed and you want to teach me the greed strats, like even if we fly too close to the sun, I'm here for
it's a lot of flying close to the sun when I play. I think
I'm totally here for it. So okay, money's important. We got $19. I can technically afford something here without worrying about the interest since both of these packs are 4. Do you look for more jokers or do you look for enhancements at this point?
I think actually, well, I don't look for enhancements. The reason why I would open Arcana is because of getting more money, either Temperance or Hermits, or maybe like an Emperor or what's it called? Star here, since we're building diamonds for sure. I actually, I think I would buy both, and I might buy the Arcana first. There's a sun blocking. We can see if we can get Hermits, which would be huge, which is why we would open it first, or Star, which we missed.
I think we go Devil, obviously. Like the Magician's nice, but the likelihood if we're going greed, I always take Magician. Like I love Magician, I love Devil. I don't want to obviously do anything with World, even though we did get past Spades, so like those are free if we do want to play those. So like there's an opportunity where we could just like remove some of the clubs and turn them into Spades, but
that's an interesting line. I think, well, so the reason why I like Magician more than Devil, we have Rough Gem, we have like, cause it's like our Econ Joker. Right now we're I wouldn't say we're good on Econ, but we're leaning more towards Econ. And Magician can be strength, right, for Molt.
True.
So that's actually why I would rather Magician here. Especially we have 2 diamonds already. Like if we didn't have 2 diamonds, then maybe I would lean a different way.
So you'll go with Magician on the diamonds as opposed to like maybe Magician on Kings for.
You could also go Magician on Kings if you really wanted to like try and do some like 3 of a kind build. I think my chat loves pretending that I force 3 of a kind. They flip flop. They say I force flushes and I force 3 of a kind. Obviously that doesn't make sense. But we're leaning into flushes a lot because we have 2 very good flush jokers. Both, there's nothing wrong with them, right? There's no rental, there's no perishable.
Yeah. So how pot committed are you at this point?
To
like,
flushes?
I know like right now flushes are okay.
I think I'm pretty pot committed. I would say in 90% of my runs, this is going to be a flush run.
Okay.
Things could change, but so here.
I like the swash here.
Yeah, I do too.
But this is also good money.
To the Moon is good money, but we like kind of first of all, like the same topic that I was talking about before, how we already leaning money, so we need to like get something else out. And we
Fair.
also just don't have any flat molt. So
Yeah.
Swashbuckler is flat molt.
We're very weak. We can take this and maybe we make a little bit of money, but we also die possibly.
Yeah. I don't think we want to take the risk. But now, I mean, it's looking kind of solid. Flat molt, chips, and Econ.
We got the straight. That will probably clear.
8 molts plus the 1.5. Maybe. I'm actually like I'm not too good at like doing the math here.
Yeah, me either.
If I haven't had like a baseline for it.
This is a crazy draw though. Just massive
I think the
straight.
flush would clear because of the
Yeah.
80 chips, but I obviously would rather play the diamond. I don't mind playing the straight because it plays a diamond, gets the $1. If it doesn't clear, maybe we just find another diamond, play that.
Yeah, because we'll still get interest even if it does clear. Yeah, I figured it'd be around 1200.
Makes sense.
All right, we got MP, we got some earth action. Mega is probably too greedy at this point because we're fine.
I actually, especially early,
Mm-hmm.
if we have a good chip joker, I don't like opening celestial packs. It's like it feels very like basically you take a 50-50, you spend a lot of money, and 50% chance it gives you nothing. Like even like if you open tarots or spectrals, it gives you like even the worst case scenarios gives you something.
Yeah,
But
because
if we're
$8
playing
for a
flushes-
flush is like what?
Yeah,
We're getting what, 2 molt and
15 chips.
15 chips? Yeah. That's a lot for $8, and then another hand that I might possibly not play at all.
So I love opening spectral packs. I think they can like pop off a lot. There's a lot of chance for high roll. So I'm looking to open that. But what I'll do first here, I would like the Emperor first. Because this way we can open up the tarots, see if there's like anything good in the tarot. And then like once we open the spectral, let's say there's a cryptid, our Emperor gave us, you know, magician or something. We can slap down a magician and then cryptid it.
Oh, we got a little death action
Or
here.
something like this. Now we have the Hermit. I probably would want to get that out before we spectral. And then ooh.
There's a lot of diamonds in here.
You
for
want
the
to gamble?
There's a lot of diamonds in here with the simulate. Now there's a scenario where I mean hindsight's 2020. Immolate into the Hermit, definitely the better line, but
yeah, but that's like, I mean, that's definitely a hindsight line. I think you can't really base the chance off that.
I think it's
you would like to do medium, really.
Yeah. So my thought process behind that is like I don't want to onk anything at this point because at most 2 rough gems is decent score and some good money if I'm playing diamonds. Definitely don't want to necessarily dupe crafty joker, and then swashbuckler with no other jokers is what's my 4?
It'd be like 2 molt times 2. Yeah.
Outside of incantation, which I'm not big on, because unless I'm playing like pairs or 3 of a kind or something.
Yeah, I don't really like incantation. Onk's not the pick. What I actually would do, I think it's an immolate.
Okay.
So if you think about it, like it's not about hoping that we would like it to not hit the diamonds, but why are we playing diamonds right now? Only real reason is because of rough gem, right?
We get money
because it gives us money, but like it's not like it's score, right? So the immolate gives us money, and it also cleans up our deck, makes it like favor certain either maybe a certain suit, a certain rank. If it gets rid of the diamonds, worst case scenario, immolate a rough gem is just a 1.5 molter, which we could sell later if we find something better. It's like it's okay. But this gives us a lot of direction. Ooh, that is funny. So now in this situation, we still kind of want to play flushes because we have the what is this joker? The middle joker called again?
A crafty
Joker, because we have crafty. But now we don't favor diamonds anymore, right?
Now, how much are you re-rolling? How much are you holding here? You get a couple cheeky re-rolls.
I mean, the voucher is sick.
Okay.
Right, +1 hand size when you're playing a 5-card hand. What got destroyed exactly? 3 diamonds,
3, 5, or 5, 4, and 9. It looks like.
Yeah, so kind of lower end and all the 3 diamonds. So we actually right now we favor hearts a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe we can look for hearts flush. You don't
queen
need
died
to
too?
reroll here because you clear in one if you play a flush,
Oh, the
right?
queen spade. Yeah. So just save the money then. We can see whatever
if you
comes
reroll,
next.
then maybe you can buy a joker.
We'll see it next shop anyway, though.
It kind of puts you below interest. Yeah.
Let's move on.
We can hold.
And we got the death with the palette that makes drawing possibly like this king or this two a little bit more likely.
Since we're kind of, I think now that we favor hearts, it should be a discard for hearts, right?
Yeah.
It's our most common suit. We keep the diamond just in case. Maybe we could score like some kind of money. But I think since we're at 32, there's no reason to like go too crazy
really
looking for diamonds.
Yeah.
And especially because we kind of screwed our diamonds with the immolate.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I mean, this is kind of like a pivot in itself, right?
Yeah.
Pivoting from one suit to another. If it was a like, what is the Onyx Agate? Maybe I would have been like, I don't really feel like immolating at this point. But in this case, I think it's fine.
So you would probably also have like re-roll the shop maybe to see if there was another tarot inside.
Let's see. You had $44. You had a $6 Joker and a $4 pack tarot.
Yeah, it was.
I think I would have probably maybe re-rolled once and also bought the Joker pack first because it gives the most direction, in my opinion. And the way I look at it, Jokers give you direction. Tarot cards are supposed to like support that direction.
Okay, that's an interesting way to look at that. So
it's kind of weird. Not sure.
I would probably. I don't necessarily so I didn't get lectured by it, but I got taught that deathing in the pack isn't as valuable as deathing in hand. So I err on the side of holding on to this. Huh?
I that makes sense because of like you can use the death in the fight and like make your hand.
Yeah, because I could like death this 6 into a 2 and then I never draw either of them. But like if I do draw it, I can make 2 and play 2. So that makes the priestess less interesting to me with 1 slot. So I'm most likely going to go gold here.
Yeah.
So
that way
spades and clubs are even, but I'll most likely want this on a heart because I'm going to want to draw hearts.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking too.
I'll put that on that too. Let's see what's in here. All right, we got more flush jokers.
Very interesting. They definitely want you to play flushes this round.
Yeah, I guess so. I think this is like for right now too decent to pass up on since it's enhanced.
I mean, it's 10 molt outright. Yeah. It costs more because it's holographic, so it makes
that goes into
swash better. And I mean, you have 12 spades, so it's not that big a deal. Definitely want to put in a reroll here. We got a little bit of spending money.
We got a little magician action. We got some mult action with the.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Yeah, I think we just like make some magicians in hand. I don't. This isn't valuable to me. Like this is just gonna cost me money, and I'm already. I basically
you've already
just got
that like flat
anyways.
molt, right? What's 10 more flat molt when we've got what 10 plus 15 plus whatever the swash is.
Exactly.
I agree with that. I like so right now, like thinking about it, I really like our build right now. Obviously the deck needs to get fixed to what we want to support, but like we've got 4 very like strong jokers, or 4 like we have 4 jokers that are like of value and aren't like they aren't perishable, they aren't rental, they're not like affecting us too badly.
Yeah.
So unfortunately it's the hook. I feel like it's a little too greedy to try and greed what's it called? Rough gem value, right? Like I might want to play like maybe a pair, 2 pair to gain some gold, but I want to play a flush to win.
Okay.
I think here because we are favoring spades like a lot now with the Wrathful. Maybe it's time for a magician death push. We discard, look for like a bunch of spades, and then magician some of them.
So yeah, we got that here. So I'm gonna go.
I think because I favor face cards. I usually like going face cards a lot. I think you have 1 more
spades,
discard.
Though. It's the only problem.
Yeah, but maybe we find the jack.
Yeah.
Also, better to discard fully. So, like, let's say we pick up the gold card here.
Mm-hmm.
If we did the death first, then we could only discard 4 cards, which
Yeah.
would be less likely to find the gold, right?
Yeah, you make a good point.
So I don't mind doing this.
So we hit him. We don't necessarily need to use the death, but we can.
Yeah, I think I would like to use the death. It triggers another lucky card.
Mm-hmm.
It gets us, and then maybe we can just find another death, right?
Yeah.
Instead of blocking it when we're holding it in the hand.
Mm. So I'm gonna do this.
I think so. Yeah.
And we get rid of clubs. These are
It
free
is a little.
anyways
By the
at
way,
this
the
point.
Discord is a little choppy now.
Okay, yeah, it might get a little weird. We might need to just like switch to just going a little bit slower and you watching the stream, but how choppy
What's the
is it?
delay on YouTube? What if I watched it on YouTube?
You can try YouTube. I think Twitch is definitely gonna be faster because I
delay?
restream to YouTube.
Okay, let me see.
But
So
you can
your
try
Twitch
either
is
and
like
see.
kind of, maybe I would say, a few seconds behind the Discord stream.
Mm-hmm.
Is your YouTube channel Murphy OBB?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same. I try to keep the branding as good as possible, but
Makes sense.
doesn't always. But yeah, most of the time I get feedback from YouTube that it's behind, so it's most likely because I restream.
Okay. Let's check.
Yeah, this flush will clear. Got 20 mult hit. We're out of here.
It's actually for me, the YouTube is like half a second ahead of Twitch.
Oh really? Okay. Well, we can do that then.
That's funny.
We can go a little bit slower, and we can
definitely Discord, at least for now. Like you ended the stream. I was gonna say Discord isn't too bad. It's like choppy,
okay.
but it's not like.
Well, let me restart it then.
Like, getting sick.
All right.
I'm fine with the Discord.
Now I like the Chad here because
Okay.
we've made a bunch of We've made 5 lucky cards. We also are re-triggering on card here with raffle. Spades are free, so this is a free mult generator as well as like lucky card triggers too.
Yep, I agree.
So
with
you're
that.
fine with this?
I would probably
Chad's great,
like
regardless.
every time pick up
Yeah.
a hanging Chad playing flushes. I kind of like hanging Chad. Feels like in this state, like in the current patch of Balatro, it kind of feels like one of 2 pieces of Exodia.
It's kind of like, and I've seen Thunk say this a few times. Like, Chad is kind of a mini blueprint.
Yeah,
Because it's re-triggering this. It's re-triggering cards in your hand. It's re-triggering red seals. So,
I mean, like even if we didn't have re-triggers, and we didn't have like even like the Spade Wrathful Joker right now, I would still pick up Chad.
Yeah.
Also, it actually makes Rupgen like insane, even if you're not playing Diamonds Flushes. So let's see.
Deck's looking
Generally,
okay. I think
Doc might have said this as well, but I like buying packs before re-rolling if I like have to choose between the two.
Yeah.
Just because re-roll is $5 that does like you can see more things. It doesn't give you an effect. So here, $35. Both packs are 6 each. If we bought both, we'd be at 23, which is actually like a reasonable amount. It's not 25, but
we still have money that we can save.
Yeah, and also Rough Gem can take us over.
Come back for this too.
I think.
Let's open this. Oh, we got money anyways.
So now this is an interesting choice: Hermits or World.
So,
what do you think?
I mean, obviously, I like money more because this is my line. I take the Hermit. This is basically a couple free rerolls in the shop that I don't gotta feel too bad about. But if I want to play smart and I want to win, I need to make as many spades as possible so I can draw as many spades as possible. Because I'm sort of locked into at least this right now.
Yeah. So the way I kind of view it is, it's about more of a consistency thing. Right now, you only have 12 spades out of a 47 card deck. It generally is not that consistent to always be able to find your spade flush. I would prefer having maybe 18 to 19. So like 2 worlds. So right now, I actually prioritize the world over the over the hermit.
Okay. I think that makes sense. Easier to draw.
Yeah, I'd probably ship
score.
the diamonds, right? I guess you can just choose the highest.
Oh yeah, because our diamonds are lower. I was looking at this like, oh, let me get like the highest value cards, but like also getting these diamonds out of the way.
I think
it hurts this, but
yeah. Well, actually, that's a good point. It does hurt your rough gem. Maybe you do split it up and take the higher values.
That's the only reason why I didn't grab those. Oh, well, I think actually, I did have the 10 actually.
I think because rough gem, I think you just take everything else. Maybe even like you hold a heart and do a 2 of clubs, but that's like up to you.
Yeah.
I think both of them are just like around the same. You don't really have chip problems because of the whatever Joker that I can't remember that you reminded me the name like 3 times.
Dude, I did a like a year ago. I did like name all the Jokers. I think I got like maybe 70. I couldn't have named this one if you said $1 million and the heat death of the universe is on your shoulders. I'd be like, I don't know, man, just end it.
I think I would call all of the chip Jokers Devious Joker. So
we got a gold seal. I like that.
Slightly interesting, yes.
Double enhanced
with hanging Chad. Like I think gold seals are like excellent.
Oh yeah.
Like I would take them even if they weren't the suit. But
well, we still have hearts, so we can still play a heart flush either way.
It's also interesting. Yeah, maybe a hearts flush is possible. Though hearts flushes probably won't score.
I skipped. Well. Oh my god.
That's fine too. I think skipping is a viable option.
I didn't mean to. I wanted to select it. This is the issue that I have on a UI level from that I've done this so many times.
Really?
Is my UX brain goes, you make a selection and then you hit confirm, which is out of the way. Because in UX, it's like you want the user to make a decision and then actively like double check that in your brain to say, yes, this is the decision that I want to make. So inside a pack, sometimes I click the card and then I go like, oh, this is the confirmation button down here, not skip. I do that so much. It drives me nuts.
That's pretty fucking funny.
And then stuff like that happens. And then the YouTube comments go, why did he skip there? You talked about how he wanted the gold seal.
I think I would have taken the gold seal, even though I am worried about not being able to play a flush, like a spades flush. Primarily because it's what's it called? It's an ace especially, so you can always get it out of your hand, right? Ace high card. Here, do you know the play I'm gonna do?
The play that you would probably do is we have a lot of hearts, we have a lot of spades. You could get a little money action here and maybe do something like this to get some
absolutely
money.
Get some money. I would actually even toss the 9 of hearts, keep the jack diamonds.
Okay.
Just so we can get more money. If we would expect any spade flush to clear, right?
Yeah.
With the amount of molten chips we have.
And we got 14, so it's likely that we get that with 2 in our hand.
So now we can expect, since we know we're going to win in 1 with a spades flush, the other 3 hands are for greeting diamonds. Apparently it's just going to win no matter what, so.
Yeah. So we got that.
So we could go for the flush. I think the estimated value of playing a lucky on hanging Chad is going to be worse than if we had just played the like high card of diamonds.
So you would probably just do a little bit of greed in here for some more money.
Well, I think literally anything we play is going to win. So I think we would just take the jack high to win. Because we scored 2,000 off of, what, a pair of 10s?
You think a high card will still clear that?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I mean, either way, it's still $3 extra.
Well, I guess the best way you'd play jack and then the 4 of hearts. If this doesn't clear, then you can draw 1 more card.
Oh, no, it does. Okay, yeah. I thought it would just be short.
Well, then we could play another diamond.
Oh, we got a world. That's nice.
Huge. Exactly
Scoop that
what we're
up.
looking for.
Then in here, we can change in hand if we want.
Yeah. I think especially, we have a couple of lucky cards, right? Okay, well.
I think that answers that question.
The changing in hand is obviously good, but not when like 2 of your best cards that you could hit with your world are like in your tarot pack
Yeah.
right now.
um
And I would just normally I would just default to the face card. Makes your
Yeah.
photo Chad better if we get photograph eventually, because there's just more spades here.
And then I
And
think
now what do we
we
do?
maybe get rid of heart. Well, like
So now we
so
have what, 18?
the deck
maybe
is
even
very
19?
nice for spades right
Yes.
now. We're not gonna have trouble drawing them at all. So the
Yes.
money is definitely more valuable overall to us here.
I think so. We get some money here. Like Hangman is nice, but we get some money
Yeah.
here, allows us to find a stronger Joker so we can keep up.
If my deck wasn't already 5 cards down, the Hangman would be a little bit more, and also I didn't have all this. The Hangman would be a little bit more enticing, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm thinking seed money pack, 1 reroll is a treat.
I
Or
think
do we even need the
if we're
pack?
gonna go seed money, which I think we should, because we're putting in money to get more money back. I don't think we open anything because
Okay.
we don't need the pack, right? We don't need Jupiters because we have chips from Clever Joker or
Yeah.
Devious or whatever the name of it is.
The best we get is like a
Crafty.
replacement for Crafty.
I'll remember it this time, maybe. But like because we have chips from Crafty, Jupiter is not that big of a concern. Like we want Jupiters eventually so we can get enough chips to replace Crafty. But for now, I'm not really sweating a Jupiter. Right now I want seed money. And that so once we have seed money, basically a reroll, a celestial pack, each one of them is gonna hurt our interest.
Yeah.
So we're fine on score. We know we could probably win with we definitely can win with this.
Stonks.
We can probably win with like anything. I wonder, do you think it would be better to just play high card diamonds? Only 3 diamonds left in the deck.
So just $3, $3,
which would be 9 total. And I guess the assumption would be that you could play a spades flush after,
which is not impossible.
Yeah.
You know what? I like that.
Instead of playing high card though, I would definitely try and toss like all the other cards in your hands.
Oh yeah, right? that was dumb.
So right now you get the pair of 10s, and then you can play everything else. And honestly, it looks like high cards are going to get us there anyways.
It's going to win anyways. So.
And since high card's going to win, why don't we use our discard? Maybe we can find the last diamond.
2 diamonds,
gold card.
There we go.
Nice, got the gold card. Another $3.
Ah, the greed worked.
Holy. So now we got $9 plus $4 from the other 4 in this what's it called? In this flush, and we got $3. Huge money.
Very nice. Sitting pretty.
Interesting.
Okay.
Do you like DNA?
I own the only time I like DNA is Mine Baron runs. The deck is like, yeah, we can make some more kings. I think if they were enhanced or had a seal on them, I'd be more inclined to grab this. If I had any seal, honestly, I'd probably be a little bit more inclined to grab this over possibly Crafty, but that would definitely mean we need to open packs, which we do have money for.
So for me, DNA definitely gets worse when it's a deck similar to like when it's like a build playing like flushes, because you just need like it feels like you need a bunch of the suit, but you don't need like one of any particular card. I think actually a good card to play DNA with. I'm not one of the people that's like you can't play DNA ever in Gold Stake, but a good card to play DNA with is actually the card right next to it. Shoot the Moon. It gives a lot of flat mult, but the problem with Shoot the Moon is only 4 cards in your deck are active. So even holding a DNA, getting like 2-3 more queens over the course of a over like the next 3 rounds, that could be the key to getting like surviving and not having your deck be a little more consistent.
Yeah. But like,
then it also pairs very well with like if you get a Steel Queen and you're playing Shoot the Moon. I mean, that's like a game win. So that's like one of the situations I'd pick DNA. But here, nah, I don't really think it's that good.
Because we would basically have to burn it down, and then pivot from our flush into making, like, we would probably still win for this ante because I think we're doing like what 10k with a flush or over that. But yeah, we'd have to burn all that.
Yeah,
down.
I definitely wouldn't pivot here, and I just don't think DNA, like, maybe because it's rental, maybe you could get a cheeky like one clone of a king, but we're tossing away a pretty good swashbuckler, right? This swashbuckler has to be at least like 14.
14, yeah.
Because we have 2 enhanced cards or enhanced jokers. So,
it
feels
you would throw
like
away, if you did take it, you throw away Swatch over Crafty just because the amount of
yeah,
chips that
for
it's giving?
sure. Crafty is like basically like a ×3 molter given how much chips we have.
Okay.
Maybe like a little.
No,
maybe like
yeah,
×2,
almost
because
×4 because it's 80 plus 35, so that's almost ×4.
Yeah.
What's up, DJ Knuckles?
So, we can skip. I do want both of these packs. What I'm gonna do is, because we have $10, or what I would do. We have $10. I would have re-rolled once first to possibly see like a. Actually, was there a planet? No, there wasn't a planet in the shop. If I see a planet in the shop, it could block and make the Jupiter more likely.
I see.
Here, it truly does not matter. You could play pairs because maybe we play pairs when we play our.
So is it too late to re-roll now?
Yeah, no, still re-roll, right? Because you pay $6. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just take a win.
So swash goodbye because
it's definitely swash because all of your molt now is coming from before the jokers. So, and I mean we talked about Crafty, right? Crafty.
Yeah.
The chips are like huge in terms of the scoring. But yeah, so now honestly we're kind of set. It feels like we did really well because of how we played around the rough gem. We got a lot of econ. Here, the tooth is kind of interesting. So
we could lose some money, but we could offset it by, like, we play high card, like a single card, we make $2.
I for sure agree. I'm also thinking, how much score can we get with just Jack high card? Because remember, we were playing
probably like
random high card, scoring 2k.
Yeah.
We lost the swash, so it actually loses some molt. But we did gain the photograph, so that's like a little bit molt back. It's not as much as a 14 because we're only duplicating high card. I'm wondering how much we could score if we played Jack high.
And nothing else, just a single card?
Yeah, I think so. Like, because otherwise we might if we're playing Jack high, then that's fine. We could get that money, and then we just discard looking for the flush to get out in one hand.
Yeah, let's
but
see.
if the Jack high like wins or like scores well,
945.
Only 945, so not really. But consider, what about a king high of spades? So now we actually have some flat molts that we're duplicating, right? Oh, also the order is wrong of your jokers, because photograph is a times molter. It should be after, to the right of the flat molter of Wrathful.
Oh, okay.
Because Wrathful, because it would trigger from your hand,
thought it didn't matter. I thought photograph is always first.
Well, so because they trigger from hand, the order matters in this case.
Oh, okay.
If Wrathful, the photograph gives you the times molt before the holographic of Wrathful kicks in, but because Wrathful also says play cards.
It's on card. That's right. I see. So
if I had to guess, I think if you played 2 to 3 face card spades, it would win.
Okay.
I think I would discard looking for the flush first before I went too crazy. And then we could do this. It wins in 1 for sure. Does a king, maybe a king high? This is kind of like greeding where you don't really need to greed because but this is also kind of the greed that I do a lot.
3 times 2, 3 times 2, 3 times 2. You know, I'm curious.
4, 8, 11, 22. I think it would be 22 molts, 30 chips because of hanging shad. 35 times 22. That's around 6,000, right?
Let's see. You know what? We're here for science. Let's do a little science.
Worst case scenario, we lose and we restart.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad.
Almost. And then we know that the Jack high scored around 300. No, it scored 600, right? So the queen.
No, it was 900.
Oh, it's 900. Perfect. The queen high is gonna win. and it gets us money. So we get out of the tooth paying a minimum.
Nice.
You know,
See, I would have just thrown up the flush there.
Yeah, I think it's like a small detail. I don't think it matters too much, but I think it's okay.
Double
This is
Chad.
interesting, but
What's up, Galston?
unfortunately,
Yeah.
we can't all here. Too many good jokers.
Guaranteed flushes.
Is it
We could just
guaranteed? We
lock
played
in
a
with
lot of high
flushes.
cards, right?
No. Oh yeah, the
Not
high
yet.
card just passed the flush.
So we do want the voucher because it will give us more jokers, but at least in this specific shop, the order is different. We would buy the Celestial before the voucher, right? Here, $8. We're gonna pay 18 for the voucher and the packs. It would put us at what, 53?
Yeah, somewhere around that.
I think you can fit in a roll.
Okay, let's roll
You
first.
could think about Midas. You would give up. You would like increase the econ. No, not with those kings.
Yeah.
I forgot we had 3 lucky kings. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if they weren't lucky, I'd consider it.
Plus, like we don't really need econ right now.
I don't
since
want
we have
Onk.
$71 and seed money.
Yeah, best thing I do is I get a second Chad, but Onk's not
I think
worth
best
it.
case actually.
Oh
if you
my
want.
god,
That's funny. This, but
it's ridiculous.
of course, it's a shame if we were going like endless or building a, like some kind
money
of
farm.
big run for like high score. But like me personally, I don't think money ticket or what's it called, golden ticket is even that good.
I think we take this though.
Yeah, almost always a blue seal. We've got plenty of spades, so we're not really sweating that. Nice, we got the Jupiter anyways. And here, yeah.
48. It's enough.
Perfect.
Zero discards.
0 discards. A little scary, but not really.
I think we
think,
take a little bit of money.
Yeah, we can take the money, greet it, play the high card. Definitely drop. You have what's it called? Since it's an ace high, you could have dropped the queen and a couple of spades. Since we know the spades flush will clear, save you like a little bit on your discard for sure.
True.
So here, Jack, 8 and 5 can go. I think this is perfect.
Well, this will score pretty decent. Oh no, well, never mind. It was 95.
Just
What
another
am I talking about?
900. So we could toss the pair of 3s, right?
Yeah.
While scoring the 3 diamond. I'm getting like anxious because in my mind, I know that the flush clears. But I'm like, am I wrong? Because if the flush doesn't clear, then I will have led you astray.
Now, I'm also gonna so since I know I have it, I'm also gonna play this too. I'm gonna, well, obviously keep the flush. I'm gonna see if I can draw like another king or another ace.
Or the blue seal or the gold card.
Or the blue seal, yeah.
I like all that.
Okay, we got the ace.
All right.
So we can play 4 lucky cards, which is nice.
Yep.
This definitely clears.
Yeah,
Maybe
photograph, hanging
$20?
Chad, and then also the Wrathful Joker.
No, $20.
This is going to clear for another
48.
2 antes.
Yeah. We got satellite, we got golden.
Yeah. Here, $10.
We don't need any jokers.
I
we
think
could take a chance at a flush here.
We don't need jokers, but it's only $4. I would like to take the chance to look at it. Because, like, what if we find...
Superposition, exactly.
Yeah, superposition? Holographic superposition?
Dude, people sleep on superposition. I know it's, like, not the best, but, like...
I mean, it does what it does.
Yeah, this card's got a little bit of sauce, man.
I have a negative because especially like first of all, I think my brand is hating the straight hands and all like
That's
any
fair.
sequences, but
what's your opinion on hallucination? You like it?
I really like hallucination. I'm not sure we can fit it in.
No, we definitely can't.
Because like it's kind of like the money that we get from Rough Gem does translate into Tarots itself, so it's kind of like. And also, Rough Gem his score because it's 1.5.
I think maybe if our flush was probably like 5 more levels.
Yeah, then we could
go
drop
wouldn't hurt as
Crafty.
much.
I agree with that. But not right now. And maybe if we needed more deck fixing. Jupiter, nice. So we actually, I forgot. We bought the telescope voucher, right? So we should make sure it's our most played hand. It wasn't in that case.
We took a shot on that one for sure. It's tied. Or
We
no,
have
it's
been-
not
oh,
tied. We got
well,
lucky as hell.
So here we should probably start playing some more flushes
Yeah.
instead of high cards. We were farming rough gem. I would definitely take a roll instead of
Too
going
late.
next. We're above interest.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Maybe we possibly. How many? So we've got like 18. No, we have 19 spades, right? It might be possible.
I think we got more than that. Yeah, 19 spades. Yeah.
It might be possible to play a flush with no face card, and don't even put like the lucky first. Well, I
Oh,
mean you
okay.
can, but I think if you put lucky first, it might clear.
Yeah.
This might not clear, which would allow us to play 2 face cards.
Let's see.
Or, sorry, not 2 face cards, 2 flushes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Just we got the purple or the
And
purple,
we got
the blue seal.
blue seal, nice. And now we just look for that other flush.
Do you keep the gold? Or are you more focused on the
How many spades left in the deck?
10?
10 spades, we're discarding 3. I think because we had the blue seal, we toss away the gold. Because if we don't make the flush and we
Yeah.
don't hit the Jupiter, I'm going to be really unhappy.
Yeah, because then we're gonna play a pair.
Yeah, and then we'll get a pair.
There we go.
Very nice, huge.
I probably could have played the. No, I shouldn't have played the 10 would have cleared. What am I talking about?
Yeah. Like we want to greed
Jupiter.
the rough gem, but
Yeah, not-
it would
not-
have been too much in
Yeah.
that case. So I always use Jupiter before I enter the shop, just in case I see another Jupiter. That's
Okay.
like how I personally do it. I'm not sure. I feel like. Oh, I remember DocSpec I was talking about it with DocSpec, and he said depends on your fool card, because if your
Whoa, whoa,
fool
whoa.
is a good card, then you don't want to necessarily. But I think definitely the pick is a little bit obvious because it doesn't cost you a Joker slot.
You're right.
And
Smiley face it is. Welcome to the team.
Not bad.
Yeah. I guess we're locked into flushes now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were kind of locked in as soon as we saw like
Yeah.
this Wrathful, I think.
So reroll, what are we looking for? Just tarots, planets? Because I don't think there's like much
I guess
else
it's
Joker wise that would really maybe other than like a blueprint or a brainstorm. or
Yeah, we
something.
want Times Molt now. That's
Yeah.
basically the only way we can really improve. This is actually very interesting. You can actually pick up Mr. Bones. We are so far ahead. Like some of the things that would kill us would be like kind of like spectacular, and Mr.
Mhm.
Bones actually protects against that.
So where are we getting rid of here? Flush is nice now. It's 110, so it's
Yeah, but I mean,
roughly
80
what
chips
it
is
was when we
still,
started.
I would say roughly about 1.5. I would
Mhm.
actually toss the rough gem here.
Really?
It also like kind of like lowers your expectations of your score, so that like if you find an actual Times Molter, you could just slot it in instead of the rough gem. All right, sorry,
okay.
instead of the Mr. Bones.
I see.
But I kind of just like Mr. Bones in situations like these. Like, let's say we see the plant, and we can't find a way to get out of our. Like, let's say we couldn't find the glass card so that our flushes
Yeah.
go crazy without face cards. Then Mr. Bones, like, will definitely score at least a 4th just playing flushes with no photo chat. So actually, I would like to send Rough Gem. Our econ is good. We have seed money, and we're above 50. I'm not really worried about that.
I think my issue sometimes is that I'm like, this can make me money and it gives me a little bit of X malt, so I get a little bit attached to it, which I probably shouldn't, because then, like you said, we can take bones. That's our out. It's like a little mini luchador kind of.
Yeah. So it's
money's fine.
It's like kind of, at least in situations like these, it's about like what will kill us, right? We don't need money desperately because we have plenty of econ from seed money, so I'm not really
Yeah.
worried about rough gem at all in that situation. And then the 1.5 mult is nice for sure, but I don't think we need to score currently.
Chat says they don't like seeing Mr. Bones out on Anti 4. We're fine, Chad.
I like it
Don't
because
worry, we're okay.
currently the 4 jokers plus the negative, I mean, I don't even consider that, but the 4 jokers we have will carry us for a good deal longer.
Now, do you take
And
another
while
roll
the
here?
rough gem 1.5 mult is nice, but Like at most, maybe it causes us to beat a hand in one instead of two, but like we can easily play 2 flushes.
But like one lucky trigger of 20 mult outscales that 1.5 anyways, right?
Generally, I think yeah, for a while.
So do you take another roll here, or do you keep it here?
We can. I don't mind taking another roll. We're above 50. It's no problem. Erosion, interesting. Not really that interesting in my opinion.
If our deck was smaller and this was like maybe in the 30s or 40s, I'd probably
yeah. Well, I probably with photo chat I would never like try to take flat.
Oh yeah, because it's after the fact.
Yeah.
It needs to be on card scoring.
I don't mind an erosion with an immolated deck, but that's for like if I want to play flushers or something. So right now, here's like kind of like a spectacular occurrence, right? Maybe what if we don't make our flush here? So the rough gem wouldn't have helped anyways, but maybe Mr. Bones will keep us alive playing. Like we're just playing garbage to try and make our flush, right?
Throw a high card with a jack for photograph for sure.
Yes, I think that's fine.
So we know that'll give us a little bit.
900,
630. Okay.
So yeah, now we just toss all. No need to get greedy on this golden card.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really wanted to get greedy, but
wow, now you're speaking my language. We got 15 more spades. I don't know. No,
it is funny.
I still need a face card here.
If you wanted to, yeah. So we do need a face card. But if you wanted to greed like the $3, you could sack Mr. Bones, and if like you're expecting not to do it, but I don't. That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it's not worth the $3. I'd much rather have a face card come up. Because if it doesn't, and it's just another spade, I will most likely have to play 2.
Yeah.
Especially with photograph not triggering now that we don't have that little bit of X mold. So with 2 hands left,
I think for sure. So we scored like around 50k playing a photo chat, right?
Yeah.
I think what will happen is this won't clear.
Yeah.
So what we should do, but I think we clear in 1 if we hit the face card.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to see is we keep the flush, at least like a 5-card flush, and we toss away like everything else. So that would be like 4 cards here, like the queens, the 9 of clubs, and
so
then,
like do this.
I would keep the lucky 2 as well. No, I wouldn't toss. So I'd keep 5 just in case to play the flush.
Okay. So just play
So we would toss this.
Here.
Yeah, hope we find the face card because it will clear in 1. If we don't, we play the flush that we have in our hand. And worst case scenario, it should score 18,000 divided by 4, and that's what Mr. Bones comes in.
Okay. Interesting. We did level pair up a little bit, so it'll be a little bit more score. There we go.
All right, so we got it, and we even got the blue seal, so this is just light work.
Best case Ontario right here.
Mm-hmm.
Give me $20, I dare you. Oh, he did it.
Ooh, cha-ching.
Sometimes you just gotta ask. They don't listen all the time, but sometimes they do. I should have hit that beforehand.
So here, this Tarot Merchant I think is not too shabby. We have the money to buy it.
I'm a big fan of Tarot Merchant.
You don't like it, really?
No, I am a big fan.
Oh, you are a big fan.
Even without any overstock vouchers, I get more value out of this being able to see more in the shop before I open a pack. So like even if I roll here, I get 2 tarots, bam bam, both of them up there. That makes this pack more valuable.
Yeah, especially with ping, chat, and photograph, tarots become a like win condition in themselves because you can just find glass, right? Glass. Even steel, both of them will like carry a run. Maybe you won't need to go like crazy on the jokers, like find a good times multer. So definitely like Tarot Merchant.
This isn't Dr. Spectre. Which class is this? This is a MLB regular season undefeated. Regular
this is the ghetto class in the back.
Nah, man, this is the exact same amount of tech you're getting here. I would never be taking Mr. Bones and getting rid of a polychrome rough gem like in a regular run, like ever. Like that wouldn't cross my mind at all. But like it's an interesting concept to like get us out of the reliance of like, oh, that's our X mult outside of
That
the
and
photograph.
also like give us like insurance, because like the main thing I want,
Yeah.
the way I play, I want to win. I want to keep my win rate as high as possible. I want to try and make sure I can get a consistent win each time. So I want to play around the fringe cases that might kill us like 1% of the time, like our the water not giving us a good draw. I want to play around that so I don't pass away.
So here's my thought. I take the voucher, I re-roll once to see if I get anything. Is that too much? Okay. Oh, hello. I forgot we were on Ghost Deck.
Excellent.
I completely forgot we were on Ghost Deck.
And then I would just open both packs. I actually prefer opening the standard first. Oh my gosh.
Now we cook.
This is like an obvious
Goodbye
choice.
diamonds.
I usually like opening the standard first because, like, let's say you want to add a card from the standard pack, then you would rather see it in your tarot pack as well, right? To like death it or...
I'm not opposed to this purple.
For me, personally, I think it's a little... You don't really need it, especially because you have Tarot Merchant.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I probably wouldn't take it in this case.
Yeah. I didn't like the red seal either. The king is just okay, but we already got... We got plenty of kings here. I want to be able to draw them easier. And then...
Definitely take a roll here. We got extra money.
Oh, these are nice. Both of those are nice. Chariot can come in handy if we get into a situation where something happens with Mr. Bones and he can't help us. And then Hangman just makes us be able to draw these either. And like this looks like a juicy little flush 5 pivot, possibly.
Okay, I would never think of that, but yes, that is, I guess, possible. I would use the chariot just like naturally, just place it down because it gives a score. Maybe put it on the 8 because that's a card we'll always have in our the 8 blue seal because that's a card we'll always try and keep. But
we got the flush here. It
most
most likely doesn't clear. So we could play this.
I'm actually not sure because we have not played a flush of what's it called? Without a face card yet, right? So I'm not actually sure. I don't think it clears either.
I don't think it does.
I would definitely, if you're gonna play the flush, I don't mind playing the flush at all. Because it digs deeper into our deck while also like getting a little score. Right now we would rather like find the blue seal than keep an extra hand. If you play the flush, I think you should Hangman first. That way you can redraw more.
We thinking hearts or we thinking like this?
I think it doesn't really matter as long as the 8 is one of the cards because you want to keep as many face cards as possible. Yeah. So I play the flush here just because it like has some score. Worst case scenario, we play 2 flushes of non-face cards.
Yeah, this definitely does not clear.
Yeah, looks fine.
And discard.
So we've got the flush. We have a discard, and because we have so many spades, I might even toss another spade out. Worst case scenario, we don't draw a spade in our next hand, but then we just toss cards out and find the spade after, right?
It makes it more likely for us to hit this or this.
Yeah. We've got 1 discard, 2 hands left before our last hand. So here's your choice. Would you like to discard 4 cards through hands like this? We have so much money. We're not really worried about the plus $1 from the hand. Maybe we can find that blue seal.
Yeah, I put more value into the blue seal or even this red seal because this is a ton of score and possible money. Yeah. And then these are planets. So if I'm being honest, I'd probably throw this guy up there too.
Ooh, that one's a little spicy. I think I would probably not toss that because it feels like a little dangerous and it feels like it opens up the avenue to like taking a loss. Of course, you do have Mr. Bones.
Yeah.
But is it worth the risk? Maybe, maybe not.
I might need him later because
on your
we could definitely run into the plant. Oof. Yeah.
That's fine. We just ship it the same strat as before. We have an extra hand.
Yeah.
Oh no, I meant ship the
you're talking about
4
this.
cards. Yeah, send those away.
Okay.
See if we can redraw the blue seal. That's not a big deal in my opinion. Minus $1.
Hey, look at what we got.
Oh no, you're actually going for the flush 5. I would, me
what's our
personally.
flush at? I honestly like the flush and the flush 5 aren't.
Also, here's another thing. The reason why you wouldn't play flush 5. Your telescope is currently on high card.
Oh yeah.
Which is like bad.
Yeah, we needed to. Oh, that's flush house. What am I doing? Uh-oh. So there we
successfully convincing people to not play.
We still hold this
flush
chariot,
houses
or we
and
just
flush
throw it
fives.
on the king?
I think we can save the chariot. I'd probably drop one ace, put one king in, because it's still a flush, but you get one more lucky proc.
Oh yeah, true.
But this still, like, it turned out well because we also drew the gold card, so it's more money in our pocket. So the hands that we use to dig deeper in our deck definitely helped out. We do need to be a little careful. In fact, it might be like when we want to dig deeper in our deck now, maybe we should play like a pair or something.
Okay. Just to get a little bit more score and to keep this from hitting our telescope.
So right now,
I don't need to grab these since they're in the shop. They block whatever's in here.
I think we pick up the Justice to bring it into the pack. And then what I'm thinking about Justice is, what is one of the ways we can lose this run? It's Plant denying our photo chat, right? So what I'm thinking is, you put a Justice on any non-face card.
Yeah. I like that on the ace.
Yep.
And then we can keep a lucky one too if we want.
And then here...
I like Hangman, I like Emperor.
I like... Emperor is okay, but the problem is Hangman is like so good, especially because we're looking for our blue seals right now, right? And our face cards, especially the red seal lucky. It's gonna get us money and score. So I definitely like Hangman here. Chop him to the gallows. Yeah, I would even buy the Hierophant and just take it in. It's just a little more score. Doesn't hurt too much. Maybe opens up.
Justice.
Yeah, Justice on literally anything is fine. 2s, 5s, 6s. I would take the Hierophant and just use it on random cards. A little more chips, some score. Opens up. What's it called? Driver's license.
Yeah, we're looking at the needle here. Which, as long as we get a face card flush, we're good. So
here, because Hierophant is so low value, I would actually just use it wherever. And we know we're gonna win no matter what. Like, as long as we play like a face card flush, I would literally just use it and just throw the cards away.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
We should discard that glass as well. Oh, perfect. Yeah. But we're never playing this glass unless it's against the plant or like maybe against the needle. Like we're desperate for it.
So we just ship this and get out of here because there's nothing else we really need. This wins.
Yeah, I think you could use the discard just like because you have. Yeah, because you could draw the gold card or another lucky. So, like the discard doesn't cost you anything, so you might as well. So we drew another lucky, so it's pretty good. Not bad. With a red seal,
the only thing that I'm like kind of annoyed about this run is that it's photo chad.
Sometimes you just get photo chads.
Yeah, sometimes you get it, but like I know how to play photo chat enough and like to build around it that like for the most part that this is kind of a free win.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like the important part was
something bad.
Like how we got to the photo chat.
Yeah, this was
how we played the Econ up until that point, and like some of the Joker choices. I think that's like pretty valuable in itself.
The plant looms. Don't say that.
The plant looms. That's
why we got guaranteed the flush.
Mr. Guaranteed Jupiter's excellent.
We don't really need anything in the pack.
Not really. You could open it just because, like, maybe you find the blue seal, maybe you find the enhanced face card, spade,
or a glass.
Yeah, something like this. Like both of these would be completely fine to pick up because they're better than the average.
Now, what do you think about this? Glass obviously score. This is chips and money and score. Obviously the face card with the photo chat, but like this could also help us get around the plant. Which
I think one of the ways you die is that you don't find your face card spades, actually.
So we
I
only
don't
have
think that
1,
the
2, 3.
red seal lucky will be enough to get around the plant, unless you glass it. In which case, if it was glass, then it didn't need the red seal because you would just
Sure.
hanging chat it.
Yeah.
I would just take the spade, face card, just because it's a face card, activates the photo chat, and gives you another like out against the needle. Because right, we need a face card, a flush against the needle. Here,
Hey Murphy, I've been
honestly,
playing Cryptid mod and have some runs that just break the game. Are there any more mods that help with something like this? I've seen in videos that you can hit infinity, but it crashes before I can even do that. If Cryptid is just crashing before you're able to do anything, that might be one, a limitation of your machine, or you just have way too many things in your like Joker lineup that the calculations are just saying like there's so many here, just frick it, crash the game. Like you might just have too much going on upstairs.
That's kind of funny.
That's the problem with Cryptid. Like, yeah, you can have 4 trillion Jokers, but you play high card and there's something in there in a weird position, and you're doing 4 trillion calculations on one card. And if you play 5 card, that's 4 trillion calculations on 5 individual cards. So, I don't know if there's any mods that help with it outside of like, I don't know, incantation or something, or talisman rather. But I'd check in the Cryptid Discord. They might be able to help you a little bit better. I just install it, hit button, win, make funny YouTube video, and people watch it. I don't understand it personally, but we don't need to reroll. Like nothing.
We don't need to. I think I would, because
Just to
finding a
see for, like, a
tarot
tarot?
card could be strong against the needle, and also we just don't have any tarot cards in our hand.
we can take some money too.
I think I would, yeah, I would actually double buy. I think like Hierophant isn't that important,
They
but I
can
think
block
it's
in
just
next
like
shop,
it's
though.
worth
We
the
don't use it.
$3.
Yeah.
And we got a full hand of tarot, so no need to reroll.
All right, needle. Okay. Well, that
although-
wins. And
Oh,
we got the
it doesn't
booster.
win exactly yet, but yeah.
Yeah, if we get another
basically.
spade. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, this kind of plays itself, I think.
Yeah, I think we're good.
And then
Gucci.
here, just throw the Hierophant down, throw the Devil down. We have one more discard. Maybe we look for another naked spade to put the Devil on.
Yeah. One, two.
I guess,
three,
yeah, you could
four.
even discard a Hierophant spade, right? Because
Yeah.
we're just looking for some spade that doesn't have an enhancement. No, that's fine. And we know it clears.
Yeah.
Easy needle.
Mm-hmm. And $20.
Yeah,
20 bucks
it's not
again.
$20.
We're rich. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a NASA computer. Yeah, like that's the weird thing about how Balatro is built. The engine that it runs on is good for running that. There are definitely like Cryptid definitely pushes it to the limits. That's why there's like a bunch of things that like add in the calculation screens and all this other stuff. But like the limitation of Balatro is mostly the engine as opposed to your computer. Sometimes your computer can be a limitation, like if you're running it off like a Chromebook or something, but you wouldn't even really be able to handle like a Perkio what's the voucher I'm thinking of here? Observatory run, even with that, just because there's so many things just moving around on the screen. So we got judgment, we got standard. What do you think about clearance sale?
I think I would almost always take it if I had the money to buy it, unless
Really?
I had Swashbuckler or Egg.
Okay. See, I'm not a big fan of clearance sale.
Really? Why not?
Mostly because it hurts temperance so much. And
I do-
and
yeah, it
for
does hurt
whatever
temperance.
reason, like I value the temperance staying higher than I do the cards getting cheaper. Because most of
So-
them I don't buy.
The way I kind of look at it is, let's say at this point, this is kind of more of an extreme case. You have $94.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, what's worth a little bit more to me is like using the cards, like the Uranus and the Judgment, to block
Okay.
I guess hold on. Like now that I say that out, that's maybe not the best idea. But
Well, yeah, because if they're already in the shop, they already like. If I open up this Arcana, there's not going to be a judgment in here.
well, I would buy both of them and then roll to block more.
Okay, fair.
Um,
Interesting. You know what? I'll take the voucher. We got money for
great order.
it. Listen, I never said I was optimal. I said I was. I don't even think I said I was anything.
So let's say I think it's kind of just a math thing. The temperance gets you what? The taking that voucher probably takes away $1 from each of these.
Yeah.
Right. Other than the hanging Chad because it already sells for $1. Oh no, you bought it. So yeah, it takes $1 from each of these. So your temperance is worth
like $6, $7.
Yeah. So you lose $6 on the temperance. That kind of gets paid out in what? 2 packs and 1 buy of anything.
Fair.
Like let's say you bought 3
See?
Oh, perfect.
See? This is what I was talking about. We could have had an $18 temperance.
Is it $12 temperance? What about magician?
Okay.
Because you're playing hanging Chad anyways.
Put it on another king. Oh, we should have taken that deja vu into here.
Oh yeah, exactly. We can use that in the shop. There's no death, so it's not that big a deal.
We can do it in the hand. It's not that big a deal. Now we staying on spades, or are you putting this on like another king potentially?
You think you would put it on like a king of hearts?
Yeah, because like I could always switch it, right? And if for whatever reason I do just want to play a high card to maybe farm a little bit of potential money, this will still. I mean, it's not gonna score decent. Like high card still sucks, but
yeah. So like now we're past the point where high card face card is like scores anything relative to like how much you normally score. So if you were gonna farm high cards like with the hanging Chad, we gotta watch out because it's we have constellation, right? Or the one tag
telescope, yeah,
telescope. But you could just do that with a spade card, and it doesn't need to be a face because the score is like kind of irrelevant.
Nothing good here.
Amazing standard. There, I'd probably just double. Well, I'd sell 1, buy the deja vu,
and then roll that wheel.
Yeah, obviously, if you have the money, you gotta take the wheel. Oh yes. I mean, not that.
Do one more cheeky reroll. Hello, welcome back, Swash.
Yeah. Now that we have the cheaper jokers. Ooh, wow, what an interesting.
All right, we have a challenge now. A challenger approaches. Okay. I think I hold that deja vu for this glass.
You think you would like use the deja vu on the glass card just so it can clear?
I don't think I would use it here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't put it on here and then discard. I would probably just save the deja vu for when I'm in hand here, because the likelihood that I draw that glass is relatively high. And even if I play this on the last hand, right? If I don't draw the glass in 2 discards or 3 hands, with 36 cards in my deck, the likelihood that I do draw this eventually is there. So, well, I could get another deja vu in the shop.
That's true. I don't like for me.
There's 3 shops in between that.
I think we've done a really good job of making the deck. We got plenty of face cards to win, and we have a couple of glass to get past the plant. Honestly, I think the deja vu is kind of like this run feels a little bit unlosable. I would just put the deja vu wherever, to be honest.
You haven't seen me play gold stakes, man. You don't know how
I think if you were going to, if you wanted to like actually maximize it, I would put the deja vu on a face card still, because we're still playing photo Chad. Just because it's bad this ante doesn't mean it'll be bad like all the other.
So you think this this is still like, well, let's say I don't have this. Let's say this isn't glass. You think this still clears 120,000, or at least enough to get bones?
Yeah, I think a glass card would score 200 something, maybe 300, because that's about what it did when you played a face card. Maybe a little less because you were using red seal, but I think it does clear. And worst case scenario, you just play another flush.
True.
Right? We have plenty.
All right, so I think I discard like so.
Yep.
Oh, hello, gold cards. And then I do... I don't need this. I don't need either of these gold cards, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a red seal. We also don't have our 8 yet, which I would like to get. I can...
Unfortunately, the problem right now, which is a little weird, is because you have a glass ace, it's like kind of hard to discard more. Because like, let's say you want to play your cards, right? But the ace will almost always get played, and you don't want to risk it, right? So now you're discarding 3. It's like, okay, if you played ace queen 8, you could try and score lucky and dig for the blue seal. I think I would, if I wasn't sure.
Cards,
this
or would you
was
throw some more of these spades up in here?
You could probably throw a 5 as well.
Okay.
Avoid playing the ace, but like you're gonna find another spade surely.
20 mult.
An easy 20 mult.
We did not.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what what extra hands are for.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the deja vu I'd probably just put on the king gold.
Oh, we're good now.
Not gold lucky. Just make another one. This also like kind of makes your like if you were going to go endless, it would make your endless build better.
Yeah. Truing. Would have liked. I could have probably fished for that blue seal, but
yeah, you can, because you have one extra hand, but you don't have to. You don't have to because it's gonna win.
So that was 213.
Sure. So that had a red seal on it, so it's basically kind of like half of that would be without a red seal. So you would score 100k with a glass card as well, because it would essentially be like a face card, right?
Gotcha.
So why'd you sell the Uranus?
I meant to use it.
Why would you use it?
I don't know. And so either I get $1 and like it didn't put me over any threshold, or I have a higher 2 pair for whatever reason.
Okay.
I don't know. I think that's like kind of just like a net loss either way. Like you get $1 or you get a level in a plan or
So I would have just left it in the inventory because like first of all we did buy it to block. So it's funny that you sold it.
But like we don't need to block anything. Even though we did make high
like if we roll through the shop, right? Planets might show up. And that way it blocks the Uranus from that.
True.
That's like how I view it.
I see.
That's like a huge, very, very minor thing, but it's something that I do personally.
It can add up, yeah.
Yeah, it can. Well, yeah, I mean, just roll. If we find a good tarot card like Glass or Death, or something like this.
I take the Emperor first, I think. See what's in it.
Do you think you would Emperor and then like use it to see what's inside? Like Emperor maybe open the Arcana and then use it? I don't mind that either.
Yeah. So like this sucks. I get rid of you.
Yeah.
Grab you.
I think you can pick up the Deja Vu, and the Death is really nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can Arcana.
Okay. We can also Death in hand. I think that'll be more valuable. I think we just get rid of some more stuff.
I agree. Makes dying to the planet
probably should have kept
likely.
a face, but whatever.
Yeah. This is kind of like all.
Erosion's back, man. Erosion wants to really be a part of the team here.
Yeah, that's true. I do know what you're talking about. Like this is a photo chat build. It feels like kind of a little simpler to play now that we're at this point.
Yeah, because like this is not my typical gold stake experience where I have, and this was sort of the issue that I had with like doing gold stake too. Because the gold stake was the first one that what am I saying? Ghost deck is the first one that I gold staked. So like I got 4 red seals here. I got a blue seal.
Yeah,
deck's really basically thin from the MLA.
A white stake deck sometimes.
Yeah, like this doesn't feel like gold stake to me.
All right, well let's solve the photo chat, the photograph though.
No, I was still gonna win. Don't get me wrong. Because I also want to see what we do here.
I think if you sold the photograph, you could win.
Yeah. We might need to play some Glass, possibly?
Yeah, you would probably have to rely on the Glass, but you have Death, Deja Vu. You also have Mr. Bones to buy you some time. I think it would be pretty easy to pull off a win here.
I think we get rid of.
You actually have to toss a king because 4
Yeah.
kings will not be a flush, right?
Exactly. Actually, I think I do it like this. Because we do have more kings in here. Oh, no, we only have one more king. Never mind. Never mind. Still no 8 seal.
No 8.
Blue seal, man. Where you at?
So yeah. For now, I would actually. So you have a couple options. If you want to search for the blue seal, you got to remember your high card's pretty high, high,
Yeah,
right?
it's
so
literally
you'd rather play
tied.
a pair.
Almost. Yeah.
So you do have the pair of aces.
Yeah.
So we can toss that if we're looking for the blue seal. And let's toss a king because we have too many.
Yeah, probably this then. Or do I
Yeah.
leave the 2?
I would toss the 2 since you have 4 hands. There's plenty of
Okay.
time to find another spade. And worst case scenario, you just use a death.
Yeah, death. Yeah.
Even though we should be saving him for the plant as the not greed. I mean, we could do the exact same thing. It's your choice. I think
let's
like
just- Well,
me
I need to
personally-
use these for the blue seal.
yeah, you'd have to
anyways.
probably use one. Me personally, I think doing this these kind of micro things, playing the pair instead of high card, and also digging for the blue seal are
Mhm.
important in situations where you're not obviously winning.
Yeah.
Like this is obviously winning, but there are situations where you would do the exact same thing,
Mhm.
but your score is way worse.
I gotcha. Just
So
got
here-
a minute for been watching Sketch a Balatro stream. Be either from Ralph or Murphy. How we're doing? We're doing good. We're hanging out with Edsy. Edsy's learning us how to do some. We're getting some good details about like some of the minutia around important plays that I definitely would not have thought of before. Because like the second I draw this, I'm out of here.
Ship it.
But
yeah,
I
full
would get
cards.
more value out of this possibly, or these showing up if I'm not $60 into, a very relatively strong build other than the plant coming up right here.
Yeah. Sometimes like at the same spot you'll be your flush level will be like half of what it is. You'll be
Yeah.
at $25, maybe even less. So like I think it has impact when you're not running photo chat.
Like 11's not crazy. Level 11 is not
Yeah.
amazing.
I definitely rock the pair here. Full
Yeah.
discard as well. We've got 7 spades and also like a bunch of hands, and the deck is very small, so
yeah.
we're gonna find the spade. Surely. Oh, I mean it is a spade.
Yeah, I think we just get out of here. Like
I
we
think
can
so,
death
too.
if we want.
Well, so like the reason I would get out of here is because I personally get like scared when I'm on 2
Yeah.
hands, because if I
Mhm.
mess up, like if I send out the second to last hand, and then the
It's
last
short.
hand doesn't clear, then I lose, right?
Mhm.
Though of course if we play this flush, then our next hand is not going to be a flush anyway, so we'll still lose. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
honestly
Well,
ship it.
Yeah.
But I think the proper way to play, ignoring my own personal feelings, because I get anxious when I see it. I think the proper way to play would be sending out the Queen 765 to look for the blue seal still. The blue
Gotcha.
seal still. But you can just throw this out.
yeah, let's just go ahead and get out of here. We know this clears. We're dropping like 250k or something like that.
Yeah. And like an
$3 is
even better
$3.
argument, you send out the Queen 6-8, like the other 4 cards, so you can draw another
Mhm.
spade and keep the
Yeah.
gold card in hand.
Dude, Onk's wanting to show up, man.
Alright.
You know what? Let's.
Times Molt, replace the craft.
I mean,
Oh,
we could just
yeah.
take that. That'll work.
Oh, well.
Mr. Bones would have been nice, but like,
It's interesting. You could actually.
I don't have to
What's
take
your
this.
level flush right now? How many chips are we getting?
180.
185 and 50 from the foil photograph.
Mhm.
Maybe we keep Mr. Bones for, I don't know, like the gold sticker? How are we thinking about
True.
C++
Well,
right now?
The only downside of the gold sticker here is I'm not playing on my.
Oh,
main
yes,
account.
that's true.
Yeah, I'm playing on the. Wait, am I?
No, you aren't. I remember you swapped over.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So like,
Well, in that situation, it doesn't really matter. And
Yeah.
none of them have gold stickers, anyways. Well, I
Yeah.
guess
You know what? Let's ride with Mr. Bones. Luchador, like, thanks, but like, I want a challenge. I got photo chat. I want a challenge here. Maybe that's throwing, but
reminds me of when I feel so confident in my run, I re-roll into Violet Vessel.
got a devil.
So we can throw in like a couple rolls since we're way above 50. I'm not sure we would like do anything.
No.
Hologram
like,
is
this
like
is best case scenarios. These two that we have already.
So we're not replacing the taros. Hologram is interesting because it's like it is a good times multer. The problem is it doesn't do anything immediately.
Yeah. Like maybe if we had, well, that's a scenario where like DNA's on site, because that's free scaling. I can just play like pairs or 3 of a kind or something. But I'm gonna do one more.
Oh, one more? Yeah, one more is fine.
Shouldn't have done it.
the classic re-roll into should not have re-rolled.
All right, plant. Let's see what we got here. All right, we drew our glass, which is great.
Well, apparently we'll just auto win here as well.
Do you make 2 of them, or do you hold that death for?
You can just death it if you want.
Okay.
You might not play 2 of them if you don't want to, but.
I'll play the 6. I think this is fine.
Yeah.
I'll look for possibly blue seal.
Yeah.
I think we just throw up some garbage too. So we can do pair of 9s, even this 2 probably.
Works. I like it.
I think we got one more shot.
What about playing the pair of 2s because there's lucky, so you get the hanging Chad on a lucky card, whereas you couldn't because you had the hanging Chad the glass. And
I also have a straight flush.
That was our straight flush level. Awful.
Not good. Way worse. Like literally half.
Yeah.
Half the chips and a third of the mold.
Yeah. Greed for that blue seal.
Hey, we got money out of it too.
And money. Greed is
there. We go.
Oh yeah. Also, I completely forgot the blue seal is like strong because it's got steel on it.
It's steel, yeah. Then this should clear.
Yeah. It should be like a significant clear, like 400k, right? Because it's another glass card as well.
So how do you mental math that so easily?
Because so we know we score 300k with a red seal king, right?
Yeah.
If you have photograph, your king is your face cards are essentially glass, right? Because they're just times 2s.
Oh, okay. I never looked at it that way.
Basically, a red seal ace is just another 300k.
So this is just unbreakable glass.
Yes. And then the glass 6 would be basically, in fact, it would be another times 2. It would be 600k we're expecting. And with the steel, another 1.5.
I think that's, well, other than a lot of my other issues, is I can't do the mental math the same. Because like if I watch like you or Doc or Raffle or somebody play and they have red seals, they have re-triggers, they have this, they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then they go, oh, well, if I put this here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm like,
I'm not good at that. I'm actually really bad at that. Getting the right amount of re-triggers versus like times mults, like I'm like particularly bad in that because you don't need to do it that much in gold stick. Because like if you're trying to win, generally when you have that much like re-trigger / times mult, you're gonna win either way, so you don't have to get the highest score. But here I just use the way I do math in terms of like how much I'm scoring is it's like I pay attention to what my previous hands have done, and then I just kind of like extrapolate from that.
Okay.
So at least the times 2 1.5 is kind of more like simple. I don't have to think about too many re-triggers and like thinking like times 2 to the 3rd power, etc., etc. I just like this is like it's enough because I know 300. We scored 300,000 with the face card red seal, right? So I expect this to be 300,000, and not including the.
So like this being glass and red seal is the equivalent of my photo chat anyways, and then the red seal, well, I guess like the glass too here, but like if I don't play this glass, if I play this,
I think this would score. So you would think 300,000, but also like sometimes the lucky triggers, so you get plus 20s, so less than 300,000. Worst case scenario, maybe it's like 200, and then the steel brings it back up to 300.
Yeah.
This is like how I would like kind of estimate it.
So do you think I need both glass? I don't need both glass.
I don't think you need both glass. Worst case scenario, you just eat your Mr. Bones too.
Yeah, true.
But I don't think you need both glass. 6. I think this clears in 1.
Okay.
About to eat my words.
No, it definitely does. 344. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Like the red seal glass on with chat is essentially the equivalent, close to the equivalent. It's a little bit better of our red seal kings.
It is the exact same. It's not a little bit better. Well, other than the king, it's actually a little bit worse because the kings are lucky. But assume it's a red seal king with no enhancement. It's the exact same.
Gotcha.
Or I guess 11 chips or 10 chips, but that's not a big deal.
I gotcha. I mean, either way, like it's good intel. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Well, you know what? I'll do the same. Perfect. We'll go together.
Chat, you're in charge of yourselves. I don't want to see any emote spam. I don't want to see any looks inside only chair. I don't want to see any memes when I get back. If there are, it's gonna be heck to pay. Trimmer gone. We are free. Chad, I'm disappointed in you. It's getting cold up here. I'm getting hungry too. What time is it? 7:14. All right, let's take what we've learned and hit this wheel. Learn nothing. Let's take our flushes. So we're high enough, but we can probably play a couple of high cards if we want. All right, too many rerolls. Shouldn't have done it. Ooh, we can get even cheaper packs now, chat. Cheaper packs and even less Temperance value. Temperance was going to go down to $6. So chat, thanks for hanging out. If you haven't already, go follow Edsy.
Hello.
Welcome back. So I did a couple rerolls and I bought some packs. I was left unsupervised and I didn't know what to do with myself, so I had to spend money.
I think you were doing correct. What about the liquidation?
Do we need
You've already like committed to ruining your temperance. We should the double down costs less. Like there's less barrier to entry to.
True. YOLO.
And now you can actually buy Neptunes and hold them to block because they don't cost you anything.
All right, what's our boss looking at? The head. I think we'll be okay.
Very scary.
I think we'll be okay.
So this is kind of like because I only play anti-8, this is actually like the point of the game where I like, well, this game's kind of won. Time to yap
Yeah.
and not pay attention to the game. But it does feel like at this moment, because you're so strong, it is a victory lap, in my opinion.
Which means I'm gonna play a high card to celebrate. So if we get the blue seal,
Excellent.
we didn't.
Excellent.
Let's just get
But
out
yeah,
of here.
I mean, I think so. Like the way, at least me personally, like obviously this was a photo Chad build. It kind of played itself in some places, but like I think the way I play, like playing those high cards to dig deeper into the deck to look for golds, blue seals. I think it's good EV, good estimated value. And then before we found the photo Chad, the way we used the hanging Chad and the rough gem, and just like how we use the rough gem to earn money.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's
still good
like
tech.
the main takeaways.
Yeah, for sure. Oh boy, everybody's favorite.
Cloud9, really?
Get that out of my face.
Oh my gosh. 6 cents.
Flash mail and rebate.
If I saw 6 cents earlier, I'd have been happy.
Yeah, we got a couple sixes, but like we've gotten
we can break our glass 6 with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've gotten plenty of value already out of Ghost deck here, so I'm not too worried about.
I think I value the 6 cents more as a way to destroy cards that I don't really want because they're not face cards.
Yeah.
Like generally, and it gets you like $2. It's basically like a worse trading card in every way. The sun, we can debuff our glass cards.
I was mostly trying to block something, but
oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I did say it's you use the block.
I can't win. Pair by 3 levels. No, I'm good. There we go. Finally.
Easy. So I think even without the red seal, like this flush with the face card starting would clear, especially with the steel.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Yep.
And we got money. Who needs severs when you have lucky cards? I mean, that's fair. Make an interesting point there.
Blocking with planet cards definitely has more of an effect if you don't have telescope, because it like helps with your blocking of the packs, and that's honestly the more valuable part, because rolling generally you don't find that many planet cards, but when you block in a pack, I think the percentage that you find generally you only want one or two hand types, right? The percentage that you find the hand type you want goes up by a significant amount.
What's this duo looking like to
you? Oh, duo? I think duo, like especially when you're playing flushes and you've got a lot of deck manipulation. I do think duo is good. I think it would be better than the crafty joker here.
Yeah.
In terms of score.
Yeah, because we're already up 275. 80 chips is negligible. It's not even a quarter.
Yeah, less than a quarter, and that's not even including foil and the hanging Chad triggers.
Yeah, we'll do one more as a treat. Okay, that was a that's my problem. It's just like, you know, I played such a good game so far. Might as well just like throw it.
I mean, I think rolling there is correct. You had extra money. You had kind of not that good tarot cards. Like strength is all right if you needed more face cards, but sun obviously is not fit in our build.
Yeah.
So I think rolling there is the proper way to play it. Also, we needed to replace our Mr. Bones with a blueprint.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's
easy.
Nice. Take me home, Red Seal King.
Yeah, scoring. If you're scoring 450k on one hand, you're like basically set for the.
Even if we get we have 22 spades. Even if we get the wall.
Yeah.
we're definitely fine. Grab you, since there's not really anything that I could have grabbed there. Because normally I'll buy, like, if there's taros and stuff in the shop, before I hit that voucher, I'll take a couple things just to get more value out of my reroll.
I like that. Swashbuckler.
He keeps coming back, man. I think out of anything here, I don't need anything, but
that's for sure.
If I had less money, I'd probably pick up this. If I needed more score, I'd probably grab you.
I think in the same vein, like the ace with the gold seal before, because it does give you money, especially with hanging chad. Like maybe I probably wouldn't take a normal gold seal that didn't fit my build if I didn't have hanging chad, but hanging chad absolutely, because it turns it like one hand into $9. That's like more econ than you can expect from most jokers.
Yeah, if this was also earlier, this was like probably like anti-5. Sure, I might grab you.
Yeah. It's also like 6 holographic is a very good card, right?
Yeah. But I don't think I need him for right now.
Have you ever had a Mr. Bones get disabled by Crimson Heart, therefore killing you?
Wait, what?
Yeah, so if Crimson Heart disables your Mr. Bones on your last hand, it does not activate.
But even if I score more?
Well, if you score over 400,000, you'll win. But if you score like 100K
like,
and Mr. Bones is deactivated, yeah, you just perish.
I thought you were saying like, by the way, if you go into the Crimson Heart and it hits that, you just die. I was like, wait,
what?
Oh,
that'd be pretty funny. That'd be a little treat from local punk.
That would be funny. All right. I was like, wait a minute, is that like a bug I'm not aware of?
There are some weird bugs in Balatro.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of them all, but I know Crimson Heart has some weird bugs with like Turtle Bean?
Yeah. And then this is just like a seed bug, but like the video that I put up the other day, there's a like a tarot glitch or a tarot bug with Showman that just gives you a hermit and an emperor infinitum for an entire ante. Like you could just sit there and roll as much as you want, and it'll always be an emperor and another hermit. And we got up to like $22,000 for like rolling for like an hour.
You want to try like our biggest hand possible here? Steal with the glass queen up front, ace.
You know what?
Get an E.
When in Rome.
Oh no, in the glass ace too at the back.
Oh, you want the glass aces?
Yeah.
All right.
Imagine they all break.
I mean, I think we'll still be fine. We only need 400K. Like maybe if that was the vessel, I'd be a little bit more concerned, but YOLO. And we got a pair too, so this will be max.
Oh yes, perfect. Is this ease? I don't think it gets to ease.
No.
Not even close. Well, I mean, it's technically 5e8, or it's 5e7.
We lost one of the aces. I forgot we made another one.
Don't worry, we can make another.
Yeah. Yeah, we got it right here. Jupiter me? This is like the most scuffed build. It's a flush build with photo chat.
It's not. That's like basically the only way to play flushes. It's not the only way, but it's like the main way to play flushes. I think photo chat is like the main way to play any 5-card hand.
Interesting. The shops have been like just okay. Like outside of the photo chat, the shops haven't been that great to us.
It have been a little dry. I think there was the card sharp that if we didn't have photo chat, you'd want to pick up a card sharp.
Oh, I didn't see the card sharp.
It was
I also don't pay attention, so that's fine.
Amazing discard.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why they don't want the spades don't want you. I'm sorry.
You know what?
No. We needed that glass to clear.
No, we're fine. Everything will be okay. Now, see, that would be a moment where I'm like, nah, we'll be fine, and then we somehow never draw anything after that. Be my luck.
Cha-ching.
Scorpion, we don't care
$20
about
for the
that.
road.
We're just chilling. We're learning some gold stakes and we're chilling.
Glass. The taros have been quite good though. You got
taros have been
worlds
fantastic.
very early.
Oh, look at this temperance. This $9 temperance.
So you lost $2 off of it, but you've bought in like 6 packs between the last temperance. No, you bought like gotta be like 10, 12 packs before the last temperance.
So hear me out.
Okay. Strength. Oh, you want to glass it? You don't want to glass the red seal? I don't think it matters, but. Ooh, full emperor chains. I love them.
Oh, square joker.
Holy.
Welcome to the
Actually,
team.
like kind of good because it's Crimson Hearts.
Right? Little hungman action.
If only we were playing Hearts.
Right? Oh, we could do it. We could have done an obelisk pivot, man.
That would be interesting.
I've come around to obelisk.
I think an obelisk game would have been fun. Unfortunately, the seed didn't allow it, but. So we still photograph, right? Judgment here? You wanted a challenge.
I don't want that much of a challenge. I still want to win. I also spent way too much, but oh, not the duo. Well, looky there.
It's only like easily clearing by a factor of like thousands.
Yeah.
All right, GG's. I guess let's wait till we see the win screen.
Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We do
it's
have the
unlosable.
pair.
I call this unlosable. I would have called this
play
unlosable.
high card
maybe.
over and over and over again.
Honestly, as soon as we found the photo chat, unlosable.
Yeah, it was over.
Actually, honestly, as soon as we found the photo chat and I think the Mr. Bones, I think the seed is kind of unlosable.
Yeah.
Because like photo chat
run.
still like the plant might kill you, but Mr. Bones is insurance.
Yeah.
All right.
Ship it.
Let's see it. Amazing hand too.
Yeah, we don't get the duo value, but
yeah. Oh well.
No breaks. A couple breaks.
90 million, almost 100.
Yeah,
all right,
easy
GG's. So you go endless.
So I only go endless really for content. When I've been doing gold stakes like on stream, I'll go into like maybe ante 9 through that.
Okay.
If so like here I'm strong. Like I'll go probably to maybe ante 11. I wouldn't have rolled down that much. I would have tried to see what other things we could have gotten, because like obviously like a blueprint brainstorm.
Yeah.
Something better than the duo possibly. Like we have enough that, you know, a buskin would have been nice.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like if I had that stuff set up, I'd probably would take this into like 10 or 11 just for like maybe I make a video out of it, but I've been bailing out at windscreen onto the new run.
I mean, that's what I do like all the time. So it's not endless isn't for me. I feel like
I've done a lot of endless. It definitely gets like, and I think once I get better at gold stakes, it's more of a like, especially since I'm making content, it would probably be like the, you know, the raffle pipeline where it's like, okay, I this is a good run. I want to see how far I can go for a video. But like just for me getting C+ right now, I don't care. I'm like, just get me out.
Get the sticker, go next. Ooh, and not 3 negatives.
Look at that.
Crazy. This one has a lot of value.
Honestly,
it does score a little something, but yeah.
But like at this point, like I'll just like roll down and then on to the next run.
All right, GG's.
Yeah, that was good. I did learn a lot, even though it was photo chat on my favorite deck.
Sometimes you need a photo chat.
Yeah.
But...
So like, other than black deck, because I think that's like,
a disaster.
I don't know. Like, what would you say the best thing to like practice gold stakes on?
Best
I
way
feel
to
like
practice gold stakes? I think literally, I think any deck is fine.
just like roll
Like,
through them.
um, oh, I think some decks kind of give you a little bit of lopsided way to play. I think plasmas don't even like plasma is its whole a completely different
Yeah.
thing. So I don't think you should like if you want to play like just general gold stake. I don't think plasma is it, and I don't think green deck. I think even black deck is still like it's still black deck. I consider a normal deck.
Mhm.
It's just -1 hand.
I gotta be
So-
honest, green deck is the one that I'm looking forward to the least. Green deck is probably the one that I'll do.
I don't like green deck at all. It feels like the effect is not a benefit, similar to black deck. It feels
Yeah.
like the effect is a huge drawback, especially on gold stake. And then it also feels like a little inconsistent because the
Yeah.
money is so much lower than any other deck with good econ, like good econ, normal good econ gaming, getting up to $25 interest. So you're like desperate for econ jokers, like anywhere you can get it.
I feel like, with the exception of like maybe I find an early stuntman,
Mhm.
this like I'm gonna be using my discards and most of my hands anyways. So I feel like green deck is like, I know people dislike it, but I feel like black deck gets way more hate than green deck does. I think it
it
should
does.
be switched.
I think that might be valid. Although I'm not sure because I feel like I guess I played much more black deck than green deck because I've always considered it worse. So I like when I was doing rotation, I would run black deck first because I thought it would be the worst choice. So I could get out of the way and then continue rotating. But
Yeah.
honestly, I can see that. I like black deck has a little charm at least, but not that much charm.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
all the others like checker deck is also kind of a completely different beast because of like how easy it is to play flushes. But I actually consider checker deck one of the best gold stake decks.
Why? Just because it's like turn brain off, play the one thing. You don't have to
Well,
think
it's
about
not
like your
just
discard
that.
decisions too much.
It's the deck is incredibly consistent, and because the deck is consistent, it makes the runs consistent as well.
Because like you can also go into flush house and straight flush relatively easy too, right?
I think well, I my opinion on straights, but I think you can actually move into flush house. I know one of my chatters is a checker deck master, and she does like if she's running obelisks, she can pivot from flushes into flush house, something like that.
Oh, really? I've been coming around on obelisk. I was admittedly a pretty big obelisk hater because I don't like anything that makes me think. But
like Balatro.
yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Why do you think I play so much cryptid, dude? But like, I'm starting to see the value in the mini games, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I think with a little practice, anyone can get good at obelisk. It feels like
it's really not that hard. I think people just don't want to like not keep playing the hand that they've been playing.
Yeah.
They don't know how to like pivot.
It is like a lot of effort because I like when I play obelisk, I think I will click the run info button more than if you combined all other runs
for sure
without obelisk.
Yeah, you look at the heat map of an obelisk run. Its run info is like more than play.
But like, generally, I think I'm pretty like I have a lot of experience on obelisk, so I have like a good feel of when I can pivot in, and then like nowadays, like I'll pivot off of like 11 is my most played hand.
Yeah. Because like
that.
I'll like if I'm still like scoring relatively decent and I'm like maybe 8 to 11, I'll just like throw a couple of high cards out there just to, or like if I'm, well, depending on what it is, I'll not high cards. If I'm playing high card, I'll keep throwing it out there and not build up obelisk at all just to give myself a little bit of cushion.
Yeah.
And then I'll switch into like a pair or 3 of a kind or something. Cause like the last couple of runs that I had a painted deck run where obelisk carried and my zodiac run obelisk carried. But like I'm starting to see more of the value in the mini games of like Vagabond's minigame can be fun.
Yeah.
Obelisk minigame can be fun. campfire. I had a campfire run that was with Astronomer on Zodiac deck, and I got Planet Tycoon, and like I had 16x per round with campfire. It was insane.
That is nice.
It was really good. I would say the only mini game I don't like is Ramen. I don't like.
I mean,
the
ramen. The way I view ramen is the same way I view popcorn. It's a consumable. You buy it to gain strength at that time, and so
That's
you can
fair.
stabilize through finding other jokers or fixing your deck. That's how.
That's
I
a
view
good
it.
way to look at it. I try very hard to like not lose value out of it, but I think looking at it,
I think you
way
just
better.
consume the value at like
Yeah,
let it go down. That's just
that makes a lot more sense, because I look at this as like taking ramen is more of a punishment than it is a benefit, because it's like, okay,
it has a very
green Joker feel to it.
unsatisfying. Well, the effect when you discard and it goes ta 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 is like very
hurts.
like jarring and like has a negative effect on my psyche. So
Mhm.
I do feel the punishment of the ramen sometimes.
Cause like I love Burglar, I hate Green Joker, and
Really?
essentially it's the same thing, just throwing up a bunch of random hands. Granted, you get the cushion of extra hands with Burglar, but like,
I like Green Joker. I don't think it's too limiting the discards. I think when you first pick up Green Joker, discards like you basically it reads like in the first like maybe even 10 rounds you have Green Joker, you can't discard. But once you get up to like 30 Molten Green Joker, you can throw it at a discard or once or twice just to, search a little bit deeper in your deck, etc., etc.
yeah.
Black deck, gold stick.
I don't know how much time you have. I know you streamed like a bunch
I am
today.
gonna actually head out. It's getting late. I got other shit, other stuff to do.
Man. Hey, either way, like I appreciate the tech. I appreciate hanging out.
Had
Congrats again on, like, I know losing is a bummer.
fun.
Like nobody like likes that, but like undefeated in the regular season is wacky. Like that's crazy. Like that's something to be super proud of. Second place is awesome. You knocked out a bunch of people. The matches against Ralph, I didn't get to watch all of them, but like it was good shit.
Thank you. I mean, I had fun. I think that's the more important
man.
part than taking the dub.
Absolutely.
And I'm not disappointed with getting second place.
I wouldn't be either, dude. Well, especially if it was me, I'd be like, how the fuck did I? But you did freaking awesome, man. And I'm really glad that people are seeing your stuff, because like you're a good streamer, you're very funny. I'm glad you're getting some more eyeballs. It's much deserved. We gotta get you to partner, man. I know you probably aren't like as interested in partner, but
I see people every now and then saying like partner push or just make partner.
I did it.
I don't know what that even entails. Like I don't know what partner does.
It doesn't, like, honestly, it doesn't do much. I think the only real reason why I really went after it is because I've been streaming for like 10 years, and my only goal ever, like, it was my only like real thing that I like sort of like had up on the pedestal. Like it'd be nice to get partner if I could, because that's like, it's the, like, I don't really care too much about other stuff. Like the YouTube stuff is really cool when things pop off and all this other stuff, but like for whatever reason I really like the idea of like having the silly little check mark by my name. So like when I got that, like everything,
I mean, it is an achievement. It like I can see it because it kind of like it feels like a lot of the work you've put in, a lot of the effort you put in is like it's like recognized and rewarded. Right?
Exactly.
Even if it's not like a physical reward, it's like a spiritual reward.
And like even if like people just stopped watching tomorrow, like I'm still cool, you know. But like I'm just glad people are seeing your stuff. You have a good stream regardless of whether you want to be partner or not. Like you make good stuff. You have a fun stream. You have a fun little community, and I'm glad more people are seeing it, man.
What? Thank you for the kind words.
Yeah, man. I know it get. Sorry if I made you feel awkward. I don't like getting compliments, so I'm sure like other people don't either. But appreciate you hanging out and being awesome, man.
I had fun. We should do it again.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, have a great rest of your stream, and I'm gonna I'm gonna bounce.
Take it easy, man. Have a good night.
Good night.
See ya.
Later.
That was fun, chat. I learned a lot. Hope you did too. So let's take what we learned and apply it to our actual main account here. Yeah, great coach. I learned a lot. Take it easy, Edgy. Thanks for hanging out again. Everybody go give. Oh, I can't shout out Edgy again, but everybody go give Edgy a big follow. Let's go back to the main account. And let's take down some more stakes. So what are we at? Stats wise, we're 78 out of 120. Stream info. Also, babe, when do you want to order food? You need to get food soon. All right, one in chat if you're still here. Chat, are you with me? What do we want to work on? What's our next closest one? Oh yeah, we were still doing Nebula. That's right, we're doing Nebula. Previously player debuffed. Danny's favorite boss. Alright, 109876. Flush doesn't get us out. This doesn't get us out. I'd rather look for the flush. We got the flush. Let's see if we can get a better spade. We got a better spade. I think this might be just under or just over. Just over. Bloodstone. Knowing me, I would take Bloodstone like a fool. I don't think my laptop is up.
Say it wasn't downstairs.
Excuse me. Do a quick food break, sus chat. Did we order it straight from the place last? I think we did, right?
We picked it up last time, yeah.
40 minutes is ASAP? What the hell? DoorDash goldfish in the foot by the... Wait, what? Foot by the foot? Did you mean fruit by the foot?
Foot by the foot. Double foot.
TTS, why are you eating feet, man? What's going on? Word wrong, word wrong. TTS bot, word wrong. Everybody point and laugh.
Wait, what?
Another straight draw. Another flush draw.
Oh. Hang on.
Let me see.
Oh, I think that's
What?
because it was all filtered.
Well, yeah, you silly. I typed stuff in.
Well, I didn't know that.
I don't think this clears. Psych! It just barely clears.
Here you go. Careful.
It's fine.
Careful.
It's fine. One second, chat. Just ordering some food. Should I read my credit card number out loud? Yo, what up, Raffle? Raffle and Raffle chat, as you just missed it, Edsy just gave us like an insanely good gold stake coaching session. So now we're taking what we learned and applying it to some orange stake Nebula deck, everybody's favorite. Yeah, I ordered it. Says thanks for your order. Thanks for your order.
I guess I'll go turn.
So we're gonna try to learn as best we can everything that we learned from Edsy, and probably remember none of it. The problem is that our last run we just played flushes and we had photo chat, so we were kind of at a little bit of an advantage. Post nanit. Wait, you nanifed on your new mod, Ralph? What the hell?
You just bought yourself a ticket to pretzel.
Bah, Bussy Blaster. Thank you for the prime. Can we get some smiles and chat for the brand new prime? Here, I'll start. All right, what do I want to do here? We got 270. We do have a straight draw. We got 4 8s and we got some kings. I think that's the play. Might have found an unintended interaction. Isn't it great when you give modders work to do when you play their mod? I don't know. There was like 2 or 3 mods where I found something and then they go, "Oh, we're gonna have to fix that." And I'm like, "I'm sorry." Are we going straights on the Nebula deck? Is that what we're doing here? So it's likely that we die. This is risky. Yeah, we're absolutely dead. There's no shot we're getting out of this one alive. Rut-row raggy. Could throw up the pair. Got Nanif with a pencil. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Nanif with a pencil. This is also not a good idea. I should have kept that 9. One king left. We like have to hit a 9? Oh, that's annoying. Guess we're playing straights. I don't think it was intended that main channel could. Wait, did the main channel hit? Because the run that. Oh. We can't afford it. We can't afford it. We're gonna. This run's dead. Like. Granted, we do have levels into flush, so it's not completely ogre. Things like that shouldn't be blueprint or brainstorm compatible. I think that's up to the modders. Let them cook. Diamonds, they are forever. And juggles. So what does that do again? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Whoops. You saw nothing, chat? Modders were in chat. I know, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks like a lot of fun. I didn't remember chip was going to be in there, though. So when I saw that, I was very confused. I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, oh, that's right. Because Dr. Spectred is changing up the art for extra credit in his mod. And then I vaguely remember somebody asking me about... hello, Chaos. I vaguely remember somebody asking me about... using the chip art, but I couldn't remember. That's not bad. It's not terrible. Watch it take riffraff. Six, 5, 4, 3. Let's shoot for the straight. Just need a 2. He's playing straights. In gold stake. Or, well, not gold stake, orange stake. I'm glad you guys had a good time. Sounds like it was fun. Ornan, okay. I'm getting really lucky with these straight draws. This is kind of free, though. Vampy. Save our money. Let's get rid of... I've lost some low end. Just need a queen. Or we could get kings and jacks and diamonds. Yo, what up, Dave? I think this is just free. We're just out of here. Goodbye, Bennett. Oh, that's great. Cavendish can show up now. Eternal Cavendish. Oh, speaking of free. We get another madness, chat. We go double madness. Does this just get me out? Oh, I don't know why I'd math that wrong. Second odd Todd. Fingers crossed, am I right? You ain't it, buddy. You ain't it. What's up? Just found your channel and I'm new to the game of the Balatro, but I'm loving it so far. Welcome in, Tugboat. Can I play the Raffle Balatro mod? You mean the one that just came out today for Raffle that is not public? I don't think I can. I don't think that I can. Also, no, I'm playing some stakes right now. I gotta get my C+ on. Oh, that was I should have grabbed something. That was smart. He's also in the middle of something. Nah, I can pivot. It's fine. You know, give the people what they want. I should have grabbed something to protect that a little bit. Oh, you jerk. Why? I mean, the play is baseball here. We can get some eternal uncommons. And then that gives us value. That sucks. Watch me not hit a queen. Oh, this is uncommon. I'm an idiot. I don't know why I thought madness was rare. Okay. Little scary. Wait, what? I thought that would clear. Smart plays. That's what you get here, chat. Smart plays. Magician. We don't have a lot of money. This is potentiality on money. Heart cards are debuffed. That straight's going to be easier. I was slightly right. Slightly right. Is this just free? I feel like this is just free. We obviously need to get some more plans. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Playing straights is kind of a fool's errand, but we're here now. Yeah, Flint kind of stinky. It doesn't do anything for us right now, but we can thin the deck later. And it gives us baseball card value. Let's just get lucky on our straight draws. We got chips, we got malt, we got lucky cats. Let's do some deck thinning now. Or not, that's fine. Honestly looks free, but I'm also famous for fumbling 60% of my runs. 60% more runs than I've won, I think. The discard here stinks. I think we get rid of the 9 though. We should have kept the 9 though. Never mind. Streamer luck's real. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Yeah, no, I know the lucky cat's mortal. Stop giving me banner, dude. Alright, we want to thin the deck, not add to it. Low end straights. It's an option. Gives that a lot of value. We'll kind of be locking ourselves into this. You know what? I ain't mad at it. Ain't mad at it. Kind of mad at it. Uh-oh. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Remember that thing about throwing runs? I got too ahead of myself, Chad. The second I said that it's free, it was no longer free. Least frustrating straight draws? Yeah, for sure. You had a jack full house? Yeah, I know that. But let me show you some. That's what we were trying to get. The jack full house would have been great. And then I still wouldn't have been able to play my full house. Maybe it would have won. But we're here now. It's a lesson learned. Not everything in life is free. I had faith, now I don't want to believe. Nah, now's the time that you believe. It was my foolish errand for going straights to begin with. On anything other than black steak and below. Don't think it would have been close without a straight. Yeah, like if it was a full house of odd cards, maybe. If it was low end odd cards, maybe. I like the scary face here. But also, people say Nebula deck is stinky, but like, yeah, the one consumable hurts, but starting with telescopes, I feel is a lot better. I don't know. I'm probably wrong about that. I've been wrong before. Just go ahead and get this up here. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4. Another straight. He's doing it again. He can't keep getting away with this, chat. There's your full house. Hey, we just needed it in this run. Hallucination, Spectral, Standard. Like, this does help me, but for $6. Spades are debuffed. Try to go to the straight runs in before it becomes illegal next month? Exactly. Enhanced face cards? Okay. We got a lot of face cards now. Let's look for them. Okay, not bad. We need malt now. How many we got? We got queens and jacks and kings. We could go Venus with the acrobat. I think that's all we really got, so that's what we should take. And then we come back for you. Stop giving me straights, man. We already played this game. $600 ain't bad. Well, we have the most of jacks. There's some queens. And I think this just gets us out. 55. 3 hits and some... Yeah. We can just do that, though. That's better. Then we don't need no stinking acrobat. So, chat. 1 in chat if you're ready for next week. 2 in chat if you don't know what next week is. Ooh, dagger. I guess we greed it up. Rough. Yeah. I bet you're looking forward to June hopefully being a chill month. But we got the American Heart Association event starting next week. And for anybody that's still awake, I'll give you a little teaser of what's coming to this channel next week. Just a little teaser. I may or may not have a magic friend that will be showing up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And he may or may not have some friends that are joining him. I don't know if you get the reference. But who do we know that has a swirly mustache and a top hat and can make things appear whenever they want? That's right. Hugh Jackman's joining the stream next week. Hugh Jackman will be in the studio. Cost me my life savings to book him, but I figured it was good for a good cause. So that's what we're going to do. There's all the diamonds. That's what I wanted. We made the same joke. I gotta be honest with you, I didn't even see chat. I already had that one locked and loaded. I think we're okay here. I don't think we spend money. But yeah, we got Huge Ackman joining the stream next week. This gets us out. Psych, no it doesn't. We look for triples now of the Nova. They are best. Yes. Actually, I think anything would have gotten us out. Showman? Never heard of him. But there will be incentives to make some of your friends appear on the stream. It's going to be pure chaos. Also, we're going to be doing some bingo on Monday with C-Dubs and Doc and Dom. So make sure you're there for that. Raffles, C-Dubs did figure out a way for like the technical issues to work itself out. But what I will say is that it's kind of risky. And by that, I mean, I'm going to say 2 words that only a streamer fears. And it's display capture. That's what I said. I was like, he's like, I figured it out. And I was like, he's like, do you have 2 monitors? I was like, yeah. And then he said what it was, and I said, scary. He's like, no, you could just like crop it down. And I was like, no, yeah, I know, but it's still scary. Also, what the hell am I doing here? Looking for 7 diamonds. I'm just gonna die here from just playing like an idiot, aren't I? But like, that is a way around it. We just need to like not click on anything. So we'll let you know how that goes. I know that that was like, so it's just a browser capture that breaks it. Yeah. So whatever it is, it's an issue between OBS, I think a Love 2D program, and a browser capture, because this is the only game that I have the issue with, but it's definitely an OBS defect. Like, it shouldn't matter what game you're playing, and like this is windowed full screen, so like that shouldn't matter. But I guess the other thing that could be done as well is you display capture Balatro, and then you just can have your regular browser source, as opposed to like capturing the bingo card. I'm not sure which he specifically meant, whether capturing the bingo card or capturing Balatro in display capture, but either are a little, you know, they have the downsides regardless. Don't really like the flush here, but that's what we got. I think it's tried to display capture on Balatro and starting into issues. So then he must mean Rivicon is not impossible. He must mean that's just all Econ, I guess. just the display capture on the bingo card then. This sucks. Kings and queens I got a lot of. Nines. I should have kept the freaking mail-in rebate. Or not mail-in rebate, to-do list. This run stinks, man. Get some money out of it. Oh, there's my jacks. Thanks for showing up, dudes. Yeah, because I tried on... I thought maybe it was like a Chrome issue. And then for whatever dumb reason, I installed Firefox. And went... Oh, no, this will fix it. Even though Firefox is Chromium. Smart guy. Pog Baron Pog. Guess we're flushing it up. But yeah, I think he's just saying like capture, display capture. Firefox is not Chromium. Since when? It used to be. Didn't it? Am I crazy? Never has been? Hold on a second. Opera. No, I'm an idiot. I'm thinking Opera. My bad. Yeah. I'm thinking freaking Opera. No, I'm not taking the Baron. We have like 3 kings. 4 kings. And look at the plant just showed up. Oh, maybe we could have taken the Baron. Oh, of course, you give me more aces. I'd like to get the 3 oak if possible. Let's play a couple 3 of a kind. Streamer Baron. Another Jupiter. I guess we just go flushes. As much as I don't want to, we just did a flush build. This is where we're at now. I would have loved to be seeing some like 3 of a kind in here too. That'd be really nice. Misprint? Where are you going away? You going 3 rounds? 9s? Misprint ain't it. That's it though. That'll do. Alright, what are we eating? I guess Zany's a lot of chips. But if we play flush, we're fine. So we do this. What's high stakes? Is orange not high stake? Money machine? Oh, I didn't even look for the 9s. I just wanted to get out of here. I just wanted to get the interest. Fair. All right, plant. Yeah, now we got the money machine. We'll pay attention this time. Bummer. We don't have anything for the head here. Bro, can't pull flushes? I think we just keep that just in case. Well, I mean, like... The flush gets us out. Oh, the flush does not get us out. Oh, that was 13 before. How many clubs we got? We got 4 clubs. 4 hearts. 6 spades. We just need 1. Just got this game on PS4, Steam, and mobile, and just learned that there's a meta to it. I mean, there kind of is, depending on what you're doing, but like the fun of Balatro is just working with the jokers that the game gives you, you know? Seed money, a big Spectral. My deck's already big. I'm already having like issues. Give me an immolate in here. Oh, beautiful. Love that. Love what I'm seeing here. That's amazing. Even though we're just down 3 cards from the original deck. All right, what did we lose? We lost an ace. We lost a 3, and we lost a 2, and we lost a 7. And some 9s as well. All right, I guess this isn't a Cloud 9 run. Sorry, Cloud 9 enjoyers. Is on 7s. Of course, we don't get any 7s. You can probably go soon. No, the Cloud 9 value. I like how in Raffles mod the chip joker gives $6 when there's no 9s in the deck. I think that's hilarious. Oh, idiot. Two pair is fun. Yeah, I really like playing 2 pair when I can get it. Bro can't draw diamonds to save his freaking life. Do you play specific seeds or randoms? This is unseeded. This is just good old Balatro. I do seeds when they're fun. Oh, the obelisk pivot. We'd have to play diamonds, I feel. We can start playing 3 of a kind. I don't want to get too crazy here and not have any flat malt. That's nice. We don't have Econ, really. No, I mean, we don't have Econ. We have no Econ. This would be nothing. This actually gives us something. So we need to play some triples. We play triples, we play straights. Jacks we have the most of. We got a lot of 10s, we got a lot of queens. Here's where things get tricky. Here's where things get a little tricky, Ricky. High card we can't do a lot of. I like the triple better. It's easier to play. Okay. Now we just need some, like, any better flat malt than this. Not you, though. Not Splash. Dusk. Bornan. Okay, now that's a joker right there. That's a joker you like to see on a Thursday afternoon, even though it's Wednesday. Spent too much money. I was hoping I could get something out of this. Let's do that. Bornan is very nice. Cards drawn face down after each ham played. Let's not play a lot of hams then. It's a little tricky here. Well, does this just get us out? With glass. So that's 150 chips here. 90 chips, 180 chips. 24. I don't want my math to be wrong and then lose a glass. I think this might just get us out. Ah, dang it. That's okay. Give me some more cards. I like that. Jacks or queens? We got some enhanced queens. Enhanced face cards. It's 3 more cards as opposed to 2 more cards. They are enhanced. Take a low card. All right, worth it. That gives us 7 queens now. All right, we're looking for queens. Well, we can play some stuff along the way as well. 2 pairs only at 1. We just also need to completely avoid high card if possible. That's bananas. You know it. Triples. Triples gets us there, and we'll get that. All right, not too shabby. Chat, what's your least favorite deck to play? Calling it out, GG good win. Don't do that. Is not over. We're far from over. Strength into more queens. And another 10. Get rid of the 9s? I think, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not over. It's never ogre. Pairs at 5. Do a little pair action. I'll be the Optimus for you. Double tag deck, you like the anal glyph? Straight works. I was talking with Edsy when we were doing like our coaching. If you look at a heat map of an obelisk run, this button is clicked more than play. And probably more than discard, and probably more than that. I want to build this up more. So I could play a pair. We do. Banana's still here. Black deck is my least favorite. You know what? I feel like should get the hate that black deck gets is green deck. Am I crazy for that one? You're not really worth it. Okay. Face cards or face... Okay, this one's a little scary. Green means I spend my money every round? I'm just saying. Triples of the Nova? Okay. Those 10s came in handy. You want to know the funny thing, chat? Is that black deck gold stake was one of the... It was the second deck that I gold staked on this account. Is that wacky? Spaceships and Malta Hafta is a little scary. 2 pairs at 5. Just remember that forehead. Now it's at 6. And notice how you see I've already got the gold sticker on Obelisk here. Did I get a blue seal? I did get a blue seal. Let's look for the blue seal since this is pretty much... Yeah, this is free. Gold also works, and we can play a 4 of a kind. As to not build up our 3 of a kind too much, because it is getting towards the end here. So let's play the 4s. We haven't even used you, but we can take you along for the ride. Okay, goodbye, Banana. I'll miss you. Any other flat malt other than you, maybe? I mean, I guess we could gold stake even Steven. Not really what I want to do with my day. What's the boss looking like? Oh yeah, it's the Flint. That 15 malt losing does hurt a lot. I don't think we can play a 4 of a kind with aces or 3 of a kind with aces. The only thing we're really playing 3 of a kind with is 10s and 5s. I don't necessarily want it to be eternal. Grimbo ain't in it either. I don't think our goose is cooked here. $14,000. I golded black deck second too. I thought more jokers was OP. I mean, fair. We go triples here. Got 2 more kings. I kind of want to take this down to the last hand just to be safe with the acrobat. But I guess I could just do that anyway. 13 mult. 5x. And we got this down here. Oh yeah, we're fine. Never mind. Any mult will do then. But we do need something for you. Any money in here? Empress? Wheel me? Alright, this is a little scary. This might go down to the last hand. Here's 9. 3 of a kind's 9. Could run this straight. Still have plenty of queens to show up. That gives us a little bit more room. Okay, I think we're all right. Are we okay? Let's take it down to 7. 75, 7. 3x, 6x, 6x. With like no base mod is not a lot. We should be okay though. That's worse. Okay, good. You can play 3 of a kind once more. Any port in a storm, I guess? And then do we just like hard skip to preserve the 3 of a kind? Because we can hit 400k. Hopefully we don't get boned here. $25. I can tie it, right? So I can still play high card and pair. I can also discard them. That sucks. I can throw the high card. Yeah. What's up, Zosa? Or Zoas? I don't speak Spanish, so if you could keep it in English, I'd appreciate it. Easy. Free 99 chat. I think we got it. Play the 4 for the extra chips. I think we're good. Okay, I'll take it. Orange steak done. Nebula deck down. Chat, you should like Obelisk more. Look at that. And honestly, I stopped my flush at 11 and I had all of this room. And like the 3 of a kind, I think it was at level 2 at the time. And it was still, I still had plenty of runway. Still had plenty of runway. And look, negative smiley face. Whoop-de ding dong dang. You can do it. Thank you, Zoas. I appreciate it. Or Zoas. Zoaspi? What's up, Justin? But chat, it is 8:40. Your boy hungry. Appreciate the raid raffle. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Appreciate Edsy hanging out with me. If you guys aren't ready following Edsy, go give him a big follow. But let's find somebody to raid. Friday will be more C+ grinding. Maybe we knock out Nebula on Friday. And then Monday, buckle up, chat, is going to be a wacky week. And we're going to be raising money for a really good cause. All right, let's see who's streaming. No, don't go to Chibli. I'm not watching Chibli. Any of the homies streaming? Send you over to Doc. Chill modded Balatro, and he's upside down as well. You're a bit of a computer guy. Any good recommendations for a monitor? Yeah, do look at LG. LG makes great monitors. Don't worry about 4K. You can get a 1440p 120 hertz monitor for like $200. Those are the ones that I use. Ultra Gear, look at those. You don't need a super fancy OLED screen. 2560 by 1440, that does plenty. That's what I do. But YouTube, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for 18,000 subs on YouTube and the past couple videos popping the frick off. Appreciate it a lot. More to come, and I'll see you